Well, I mean, you don't gotta talk about my shit. I think we should talk about we can stay on the Colin. Because this is about Colin, you know. Like,
this is about Colin. Why don't we just start it right there?
Yeah.
Start
bullshitting. It is about Colin.
Welcome to Haro Bikes, Colin. There we go.
Cheers.
It's
Congrats.
official. Congratulations, man.
Yeah.
This is coming out right when the news is dropping.
Yeah.
Boom,
Yep.
boom, boom. Fudger didn't even know about it.
I did not. So I got
It's fresh.
lots of questions. I heard it's been coming for a while.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's definitely been coming for a while, I feel like.
Just talk still, I feel
Yeah.
like, because I never thought it was like too official. I was just like, maybe that'd be sick if Colin would do it. He fits so well, but Fiend's so rad. Who knows? It was kind of just like.
And that's always been the holdup, but I think the timing with everything was just right. You know, I've just been, I feel like, growing over there since, you know, shout out to Joey for getting me on premium. And ever since I got on premium and I've been going to the warehouse and kind of just been, you know, I don't know, it's just kind of grew into this, which I can't even be happier.
Like, the relationship build. I mean, I started on premium too.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, eventually I feel like the family extends with Haro in a weird way.
Yeah.
So then it's like, all right, let's just do that. And right now I feel like it's super refreshing to have you a part of it. You know what I mean? To just like pop off and film and go out with you, bro. It's going to be so fun.
I appreciate it. Been looking up to both of you for a very long time now, so it's going to be fun.
Cool.
Same back to you. Proud to have you on the team. It's going to be dope.
Yeah. Thanks, boys.
I mean, I guess I'll play. I mean, obviously, congrats, but like, it's pretty. I feel like most people don't leave Fiend. You know, like I feel like
that's
leaving Fiend.
That's the whole first
How
step
long?
to
How
the
long
story,
were you on
like,
Fiend?
And that's why I thought it would never happen. I was like,
Yeah.
is that ever
Yeah,
gonna...
I've been on since the beginning, since the beginning of the company. I was getting hooked up with United at the time.
Let the cat out. Keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, everyone was getting together talking about Fiend, and Garrett had asked me, you know, he's like, hey, we can't put you on the pro team or anything, but like, I definitely want to put you on the AM team, and you know, hopefully it'll grow into something. And that was like, I was at the time, it seemed like such a cool thing, you know, to be a part of like the initial.
Yeah, the launch.
Be there,
of
yeah,
Garrett's brand,
and everyone had such great intentions from the beginning. It was like, dude, this is yeah, of course I want to be a part of this, you know. So yeah, been there since the beginning.
I mean, I feel like the first time I ever saw your name was when Jeff went out to do the Hell House thing, right?
Yeah,
And then Garrett
Deadline days, that was before,
brought you in, and you shot that hanger popover. Yeah. And I remember it's a wild photo, and at that time, like hanger popover stuff was like, I don't know, like new, you know, like I didn't understand. Yeah, I was like, he popped over, like what?
He always on new,
and then
even since
and then so it's like Garrett kind of like ushered you in a sense, you know.
Yeah, it's crazy thinking about our relationship. Like I looked up to Garrett before I even met Garrett, which is kind of cool. And then getting to meet him, and he's always just so humble and chill, and you know, just come ride my ramps. And you know, so yeah, nothing but love to Garrett, you know.
Yeah, he's the best.
This was like a really hard decision, you know, for a lot of reasons, but yeah, it's
that's your big bro.
Yeah.
But you know, like at the same time, right now, is the most you've like shined on your own and made your own thing happen. So it's like your own path leads to what it, you know.
Yeah, we did the other podcast with you when you were transitioning to like this new chapter.
Yeah,
and even since then, so much has happened. The X Games win, a million other things, and all the way now.
That's what it's like.
Since that podcast, he just kept going crazy, and now we're doing another one. You're on Haro.
That's
and
pretty
X
cool.
Games gold medal.
That's pretty cool. Yeah,
big year, big couple years for you, man.
Yeah, you know, I'm grateful. I'm so thankful everything's been working out the way it's been working out, and it's I'm happy. You know, I'm genuinely happy, and
hell yeah.
I feel like I'm kind of like in the prime of my riding right now, and I'm like, you know, more excited about riding than I've ever been, and having that transition to give me the opportunity to ride full time, like I wanted that for so long, and I looked up to the homies. I love all my friends. I loved all of them, and it was like we go to the parks, and I'd be, you know, getting done work and kind of running and meeting up at the end of the sessions, and I was always like, you know, one day, you know, it's like I want to get to that point where I can just be, this can be my thing, and I can do this all the time. So once I got that opportunity, I was like, you know, I'm going to take full advantage of this, because I don't know how long it's going to last. None of this is promised. You know, things happen. Yeah. Sponsors come and go. You know, I've had, you know, peaks and valleys in my career even before then. So it was like, you know, now it's time to go. I'm going to take full advantage of this, and it's just been fun. You know, it's been really fun.
Like, you deserved it for a long time. You deserved it for
I appreciate
hella
that.
long. But like, that's what it takes too, is drive. Like, I mean, a lot of people feel like they deserve stuff too, but it's like, and they don't get stuff off the rip, whatever it is. It's like, you never really got frustrated. You just went through life how you had to do it, and you still met up and rode and still kept your whole, you know, demeanor about you. And then it brought you to where you're at. That's why it's like, it's just untelling what your future could be. You know, it's like you just said, X Games gold medal, you're on Adidas, you're on Haro. Just like a bunch of things could just happen if you just really keep going. Because you could have been over it, you know, and been like, you know, I'm not getting no love. And I'm like doing hanger popovers since I was in 2012, you know, like for real. So it's like,
and you were sub teaching and you didn't quite like get to just riding full time. And then but you had to buckle down to get there.
That's the thing. There's been stages. So I've always had an appreciation. Every time I got a little bit further ahead, I had more of an appreciation. Okay, I'm getting a little bit more money. I can work a little bit less. I can ride a little bit more. That's sick. And then, you know, it's just like looking up to, even like you guys said, looking up to you guys didn't just get there and hang out, you know, and I watched a lot of people get there and hang out, and a lot of those people lost those things. You guys had like that continued drive of like, we're going to continue to grow throughout our careers, you know, and watching your guys' growth since the first time I've been, I mean, it's so funny. What was posted, your do tour run? I was watching, I was tripping.
I was too.
I'm like,
was it early 2000s?
No, Colin posted it on Vans.
Oh,
yeah. It was when I was 16. I didn't even know I was riding those contests when I was 16.
I was so dumb. How you looked in that?
It was like,
dude, I was a sophomore in high school.
It's crazy how like thin, you don't think Dennis being thin even, but like he was like,
I was
you were a child.
Yeah, you're a child. Yeah, pull this up.
I literally, what we're talking about is chapters. When Colin sent this to me, I was like, dude, I've had like 3 fucking careers at this point. Like, this is so long ago.
It is, but you've had to keep going, you know, like if you just chill,
gyro, no pegs, just doing as many whips as I could.
Blackman said being 16, taking over the world was sick. He was, look at you, taking over the world. Yeah, I want. That Nike shirt was hard.
But yeah, there's careers. There are chapters in the career. Little 17-year-old,
little you
had to go to school the next day.
It's so
handling
cool, man.
business.
Look at that baby face, man. That's crazy. Yeah, and you know,
nice find, Colin. That was fun to see.
Being friends with Garrett all these years, like
me and Garrett were in the same hotel room during all this.
He's been on it all these years. You know, he's never let it slip, and that's been inspiring, and you learn from that too. You're like, oh, he maintains and he works hard, and you have to do that, you know, if you want to like have longevity in the sport.
And that all kind of goes into this, you know, leaving Fiend as what it's done for you. And Garrett's one of the best people in the world. It's such a hard thing, but like you felt like we talked on the phone the other day, maybe this Haro thing is helping you to keep growing.
Yeah, it's awesome too. And I mean, if I'm sure everyone's watching this has already seen the Haro edit that came out with Chad and Dennis recently in Portland, and just, you know, the brand is going to put a lot more effort into their media, and we have a bunch of opportunities to travel and film stuff. And it's just like, you know, I feel like for my personal growth, it was, you know, a great opportunity and a great decision. And now there's more room for the younger guys that are still coming up on Fiend to give them love, you know, because it's not a big brand. So, you know, it's the cycle, you know?
Yeah. What were the things you said? It was a little bit of a process and a hard decision to make. Was there one thing that made you be like, all right, I'm doing it?
Well, I think it's multiple things, you know. I mean, I'm pretty calculated, dude. I wrote down a pretty good pros and cons list of both, and I think the thing that in the end everything made sense on the side of like going to Haro. It just made more sense, and it was just a way better opportunity. And I kind of be like, well, it'd be foolish for me not to go do this at this point in my career, where I'm at with everything. You know, and I really the main thing holding me back was just my friendship with Garrett and being there from day one. That was the hardest thing about, you know, because we started.
It's a relationship.
Yeah,
it's not like a sponsorship.
And I think for most people, when they leave sponsors, it's chill, you know, and like it's like, okay, we're just going from one sponsor to another. It's not that big of a deal, but you know, this one was definitely a bit more personal, and it was hard. You know, you
wouldn't be in San Diego, right? Like
no,
they
probably
came out
no.
Like,
everyone, those dudes came out here, and that's like the reason I came out. Those were like my friends that were out here that were riding and filming. If it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't be out here.
Oh, crazy. Yeah, I could see how it's a very, very hard decision.
It's hard, yeah.
You know,
and like and thinking about
loyalty and like you don't want to feel like you're
no.
And
I feel like I feel that's how I feel too. I was like, the last thing I want to do is think I'm like letting him, letting my homie down. And we've been.
He's such a smart, reasonable dude, though. I could see him.
No,
totally
he was super understanding, and
he's just gonna grow with the new guys too.
Yeah.
Like he's so good at that.
Yeah,
I guess proper question. How did he take it?
I mean, Garrett's cool. Did
he know it was like
he had a feeling. He had
yeah.
And I think he had kind of heard a little bit through the grapevine. BMX is so small, so it was kind of like he wasn't surprised. He kind of had felt it coming, and like it's just. It wasn't easy. It still wasn't easy.
Yeah.
It's like, it was hard for me to even, I kept telling him, I'm like, bro, this ain't easy for me. Like, this is like, cause I've been looking up to him forever, and I've been looking up to everything he's done. And I was able to be here from the ground floor, and we created a little thing, even I was just in Chile, and there's kids coming up to me talking about the Deadline video. It's cool. We have this little family that we created from the beginning that was awesome. And I have so many memories and so many things to be grateful from that period of time. But that at the same time, it's like that was what was in the past. That's history. And like, as much as I like will always cherish those things, like time moves forward and things change. And I feel like you have to take those opportunities and you have to move with life. You have to adapt and you have to evolve. And this is just part of that process for like my personal journey. So, yeah.
Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Mm-hmm. We've been joking with Garrett about their next project and when it's coming and stuff like that. Did you have a lot of footage for that?
I had a little bit of footage for sure, and I don't know if it'll be out at this time or not, because they said, I think I talked to Garrett and he had talked about putting it out pretty soon.
Oh,
but
wow.
yeah, it's just some
new Fiend.
Well, now I'm not sleeping.
No. They have a lot of footage. They have just the footage that I have on the timeline with Tony, because me and him. Yeah, so
I thought we just got the leak.
Yeah, I was like,
no, it's coming.
Who knows?
Coming.
I mean, who knows? But Tony's mastermind, so who knows what he's doing.
When it comes out, it's gonna be gold.
I know he's cooking something up, and I know everyone has crazy footage, and they've been filming a bunch for a long time. And Garrett's got like a whole, I'm sure, multiple folders of everything. That's what that's his
an album, not a part.
Yeah, like an
discography.
Discography.
12-song part.
Yeah.
So
It's hard to film with them, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Cause shoot, holding it that high, like I feel like everything Fiend, bro, is so progressive, bro. It's so crazy. Every time you just
that's the thing. We just go to a city and play around. The whole time.
You look forward to their stuff.
We love it.
Something's gonna change with BMX when they drop.
They sit at the spot and change the game. We're just like spot, running around the city.
This is fun. Want to get this real quick? Oh, smooth. Let's go eat. All right, let's go over here. Like going around.
It's a lot more relaxed.
Now that Colin's with you guys, you
how you pushing us now?
Nah, it's good to have
pushing you up.
He'll be like, I like this.
No, it's good. I like going. If I'm going on a trip, I want to make something from that trip or on that trip. Content's coming out too fast these days to just hold. This is for me. This is a personal feeling. To hold up for like have multiple trips all go into one part. It's hard to justify. I think it's awesome. I think it's so cool, and I wish that like it made more sense, like logistically.
Yeah, you've transitioned lately because everything you do comes out as that. I just realized that.
Yeah, and it's helped too. Like I feel like
that's a good recipe.
Everything has grown more because I've put out more things more frequently. When in the past it was like hold, and then try to put out something really epic, and
that works for some people.
It does,
totally
and I think it's great, and I always have appreciation for that. And it's not to say I won't do that ever again, but
I think we
need both for sure.
And he changes. You move so fast with like you do all this shit and you progress so fast, like you almost need to just like keep
put it out because then things get old, and then I even look at old stuff.
You progress fast.
I feel like too your riding changes not even so much in the progression, but just in what you're into in different times. Like I think there was a period of time where I was super into like extremely technical riding, and I look back on some of that stuff and I was like, this looks kind of sloppy, I'm just kind of like going super slow and I'm barely getting the trick done, and I'm kind of like where. More recently, I feel like personally I've had more fun riding a little bit faster and riding things that are a little bit bigger, and, just making things like doing things that feel good versus things that, sometimes they might in your head seem like, oh, that's super hard and that'll be cool. But then to do that cool thing and make it look, digestible, it's a really hard thing to do, but that's just personal preference and like my own riding.
Comes in waves too.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
It's always
it does. Yep. I'm always back and forth with things.
I don't.
The whole original Fiend team is just Garrett now.
There ain't no.
I was just thinking.
Like
I know Ty and JJ.
JJ's still involved, but not.
As far as the pro team, is Garrett the only one from the beginning?
Garrett's the only one.
That's
I don't think
pretty crazy.
Yeah,
OG.
because Ty moved on. Yeah.
Garrett's gonna bring a whole new squad up.
Yeah.
He'll do it.
Yeah, and it's cool.
Johnny, Lewis, Matt. That team's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Matty in Spain. He's been killing it forever. Yeah, Antonio's killing it. There's
Antonio.
they have so many, and they have so many riders. Martine. There's the list goes on and on. And
the dude from Riverside too. Is he on? He was riding a Lewis frame. He's so sick. We talked about his video.
Oh, that dude.
El Nino. I can't remember his name.
Why am I blanking?
He's riding. Everyone's riding a Lewis frame right now.
Yeah.
You see those things everywhere.
Yeah.
But
Same at
shout out to
Jams,
Fiend
though.
because love that company, and I don't want to like make it look like we're stealing you. You know,
no. This is personal,
something that
personal decision.
Nino Valdez.
Nino Valdez.
It
sure.
always
I
drives
think
me
he's on
insane.
Fiend.
Yeah, he is. He is. Yeah, because he won the Chad frame. And he rode it for a while, and he was like a little. He liked it, and I saw him at the park, and I was like, "Oh, that's sick! You're riding it." And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I don't know. Like, his Fiend's starting to hook me up. I don't know what to do. Like, one of those things." So
Do that. That's what you do.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Take the opportunity.
do it.
Cool. Yeah. I harp on it more. I was like the X Games thing. I was like, damn, we should talk about that because I feel like that is, such a fucking cool moment. Anyways, I was thinking about putting like a year end like tricks, you know, and I'm like, that is definitely top 5, you know.
Oh yeah, the moment. Everything.
Appreciate that.
But how does that? You get that text message, ask you if you want to ride. These guys turned it down, judged, right? Both of you guys judged.
Yeah, that was fun.
And then you say yes, and there's a little bit more story behind it too, right?
In what sense?
Like that trick supposedly was on the list.
Oh,
for
it was on the
years.
list. Yeah. For me,
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do it. And it's funny. This is so funny. Julian Ortega actually did the one that's like the smaller version of Rincon, and I did that one too with Tony, and we filmed it. And
which one is that?
That's the one. It was Julian's banger, and I forget which video. And Julian's one of my favorite riders. Shout out
Garrett
to him.
did the cab
Sick
bar
did it 'cause
manual
it's so
3
scary.
where there's 2 stair sets in a row, and it's like mini Rincon.
It's like the one that Nathan did manual. He did manual switch 180 over it.
Yeah.
Oh,
which one is
That
that?
he filmed
Riverside
with Christian.
Yep.
Yeah. I forget the name of the school, but yeah.
But anyways, yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and that we filmed that one a long time ago, and then Julian's came out, so we were just like, well, we're not going to use it because it's already out and it's done. And then I had always wanted to, I was like, yeah, I would be so sick to do Rincon, but I'd always kind of been afraid to do it because of that little crack up top, and anytime I've done that, that's the first time I've ever done that trick over something and didn't bail out the first time. Almost every other time I do it, I just do the fake safety hop to like, because then you know your timing's right. Like if
It's
you
too
do the
big to
180,
do that though.
yeah,
It's
it
just-
was like
that's
no,
what's scary.
you had to like, because there's no. I'm like, if I bail out on one even backwards and I let go of my
Dude.
bike, I'm like,
This
with
was
that weight,
crazy.
it was a crazy day.
Just half cabbing, that's nuts.
I know.
Sorry, keep going. I'm just watching the footage. And
No, I
reminding me
know.
how
And
crazy this
even
was.
watching this, it was crazy. Oh my! Everyone was to see everyone riding that, because normally you go there and one person is riding, and it's like, oh, that was so scary. And Brett basically did that too, which was crazy.
Yeah.
It's a big spot.
So have you gone there?
Yeah, I've gone there before. I've looked at it, and it's really hard to get motivated. It's like, I don't know, man.
Man,
I just
so much
always-
better to do it for 20 grand than Alaska.
Yeah, exactly.
I would
Like a
wait,
really
too.
solid banger is awesome, but you got 20 grand and
Yeah.
held perfect timing for that.
Yeah, and just like the event, like more regular people are gonna watch X Games than like any other extreme sports event, just because it's like has such a big history and a big name. So to me, I'm like, to be able to do it where like normal people are watching and do something cool, something that I'm proud of, like that's cool, you know, to
Dude.
get like normal eyes on like what we're doing in the progression of our sport. And like,
Where is? I feel
don't
like
know.
you did.
You
it
did
early
one of the
on.
sickest
Yeah.
things ever, like with the
I did
biggest
it.
audience.
Yeah.
It's crazy because just
before
there,
it
it's
is.
already like a crowd and stuff, but then all the eyes on you riding this contest.
yeah, and that honestly, having everyone there, I feel like made it so much easier to like.
Yeah.
Definitely would have been harder for me to just go there and do that with like just a crew of people filming and like not like all of the best riders in the world riding it. Like that gets you motivated.
Watching Garrett just warm up with a lofty
And then look
truck.
at like Jordan, the way he rode this rail. Like, dude, that rail is not like a friendly rail.
Oh.
That was scary. That was really scary to watch. But I mean, Matt's like one of the best riders in the world. He's so good at full cabbing
And
downstairs.
they made you guys just
know?
stand right there too? Like you couldn't really move around too much? So funny.
I think you could go
That mic
anywhere,
was
but that
going
was the
in,
only
too.
shade. Like you couldn't, if you went
Yeah,
back
it was
up
hot.
top,
It
there
was
zero
really
shade.
hot that day.
Yeah. It's funny how
And Brett, that was amazing. Like that could have easily won too. Easily.
That was so hard between the 5 truck and that, just because they're so different.
Yeah, and
Both
it's
so
yeah,
sick.
it's like how do you judge it?
It'd have been so much easier. Like it
wasn't
like he
too
did the
hard.
table so good too.
Yeah, that's not even the best
know.
angle. Like, there's an angle
Yeah,
where
it's like, wow,
dude.
Brett's so good. I mean, everyone here is. It's like I said, to be able to ride with all these dudes and share this opportunity to ride a school that we always get kicked out of. We're always stressed about riding.
There it was. That was it.
Damn.
Oh my god.
You went so high.
I was so scared. I was so scared.
Oh,
You
dude.
don't know how scared I was. I was
Every
like,
person there, and I'm sure every person watching that knows BMX, just like, we all had goosebumps.
I was all testy with my girlfriend on the way there, just like anything she can do. She was just like, I was just gonna sit here quiet because I was just like nerves.
Oh yeah.
Everyone was going to get bangers at like 11:30.
I know, and it was so, so
It was
early. It was so
crazy.
early. Like this
That's
is
why I didn't want to do it.
I know.
I was
And then like the
yo,
X Games
this
thing
is
was like the
crazy.
next days, you know, like like up in Ventura. And then you got like kind of a slip into X Games Street too.
yeah, that was cool.
Which
that
is
was cool.
super cool for killing
Yeah.
it so hard in this. They
Thanks
just
for
like
that was awesome.
they just added you to X
And
Games.
the course was so cool this year, like to get into one of them. It's always so hard, and it's understandable. It's just a small group of people that get in there. But I was hyped to get in and ride that course because it was fun. Bummed I got hurt, but definitely I was able to ride for my third run and put something down that I was like, I'm pretty happy. It's hard to put down any run in a contest. The more contests you ride, the more you realize it is hard to put down a solid run with everything you want. So to get something done in front of an audience and a crowd, I was happy.
What was like? So you win X Games. What's the response? I'm sure you got 1,000 text messages and all that stuff, but what happens after? Because I feel like that was pretty viewed, right? X Games seemed to blow that up everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, it just went viral on their page. Like it was like one of their most viewed things on just their Instagram. So I still get comments from that sometimes on my Instagram that'll random ones that'll pop up. This guy's an idiot. You know what I mean?
Where's his helmet?
Yeah, a lot of those.
Yeah.
it's almost like relatable even to non-BMXers to be like, he went backwards over that. It's like simple, crazy.
I feel like there's probably two camps though, where we're like, whatever. It was
Yeah,
it
he
wasn't
just
that
jumped
big.
it. Yeah,
he
it
went
wasn't
backwards,
even-
but it wasn't that big. It wasn't that big of a hop.
There's always controversy that just drives it even more.
I think less negativity on that
Yeah,
one.
the internet provides. So,
Yeah, for sure. But that one, even the average person, you'd have to be like, dude, what the fuck?
It don't look as big as it is in real life as it does
I know,
in the footage. It's hard to really give it justice.
And that every time I've gone there, that's how I'd be watching footage, I'd watch Ty through it, and be like, nah, man, like he does it so. And then you go there and you're like, yeah, but it's Ty, and then, you know what I mean. And then you trucked it, which is insane to think about that one.
Yeah.
You can pop your trucks really high. That's all, because that rail is not as low as people think. It's actually pretty tall.
Nope.
It's just an illusion
It's
that
crazy.
it looks like it's
It's at
low.
22 inches, I think, right?
Yeah,
Which isn't.
so.
It's kind of like where
real.
the fork meets the
2
bottom
feet.
of your frame.
Yeah,
About
that's where it's
that
right
high.
around there. It's
Yeah.
high enough to be like.
So for anyone knowing, that's like a
Yeah.
good example. Like, yeah, the truck over that.
So you're like maxing your pop on a big drop, and it's just nothing. Usually, if you're riding a drop that big, you're kind of.
That's why I didn't want to go back, because I was like, I don't want to 5 it. I seen Brett 5 him, his wheel blew up. I was like, shoot, that's why I'm over here watching, Brett.
You could have 5'd it though. I feel
that
like
shit's crazy.
I could have 5'd it too if it's.
He
really-
5'd it. You know, it's just his wheel fucking exploded. But I just want to stuff like that too. Sometimes I just want to take it in rather than be a part of it sometimes, because then I'm so focused on me, bro. I don't even see nobody really. I'm so scared to try my own thing.
Yeah.
It was cool to just sit back and watch it and take it in. It's like a fan of BMX too, because this shit was crazy. I was like, I wanted to see this. Like,
It's one of my favorite contests to opt out of for sure.
for sure. That's what it is.
When I watched it, I was like,
This is a good
call.
one. Yeah.
Scariest contest I've ever
raw.
rode, and
It
I
was
think
raw.
everyone felt that too. Like you can
feel the
see
nerves.
everyone that
It was
was riding,
quiet.
and they were like, "Okay, this is. I guess we have to go."
It's like spooky quiet.
One of the
Yeah,
guys
it
was
was
like, you
weird.
look real chill, about to go down. I was like, I'm not.
Yeah,
He's like, oh, that makes sense, because everyone else was just like,
yeah.
In a zone. That's
Yeah,
why I was
yeah.
trying to tell you. I was like, I'd rather just be on the side and take it in, because I already know what it's like.
Yeah.
You just get so like
Yeah. You're.
adrenaline be built up, and then they just say your name, and you're like, right now I have to try it.
I know.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Like right now.
And how liquid?
I just.
So was there?
There's no run. There's
was
no
there
nothing.
more in
Banger
the tank?
now.
I guess. If Brett would have done the 5,
If there's an RBMX one for $500,
will you front flip down?
I really want to.
I haven't done a fucking trick challenge since.
Those are
Dude.
good,
That
dude.
ruined it.
I'm dead.
Was there more? Was the bar?
If Brett
Was the
landed
bar
the 5.
discussed? Yeah. Was the bar discussed? Obviously, you didn't have to.
I mean, I guess, yeah, why not be honest about it? The chances of there having another contest there is pretty slim to none. And
If they do this
I hate
contest
to
again,
even
they're not
talk
gonna
about
do it
having
there
to do
again.
it. But yeah, so I mean, if you're going to ride a contest like this, you know what you're supposed to ride. You know what you're going to ride before. This is like something like I got ready for. Like I was like, I'm not going to just go into this blind and just fakie hop this, like without practicing fakie hops, you know? So I had,
cool.
Yeah, of course. I was like, I'm going to be ready. And honestly,
did you go measure it?
Yeah, I had the whole thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm sure most of the guys
course,
do.
yeah.
Live
Yeah.
local.
And well, I had already known.
That's a
I had
smart
already knew the height because Garrett measured it for the tail whip.
Oh, I remember
And that's
him
just learning.
tail-whipping.
That's learning from. That's like
I
learning from
remember
your
he
elders
knew
right there, right?
that,
So
yeah.
it's like Garrett was like, yeah, why not have it done?
Why not?
He was just whipping over it on flat, the same height. So when he went there to do it, he knew that he was at least going to get over the rail, and that was my whole thing. Was like, I want to just have confidence that if I hop, even if I get one that's not perfect or if it's a little weird, I can hold on past the rail and I can like take it to the ground, you know? Because I'm like, I don't want to come off the bike. Like even if you land a little weird and you blow off the bike, just having the wheels under you with a little bit of roll is going to help like lessen the impact so much more than if I have to just go straight to my feet and my ankles backwards. Like I'm most likely going to blow something out.
That's so big, something could happen.
So I had thought about that already. So I had set up this thing, and I was like, and in my head I was like, I'm gonna have the fakie bar. Like I want to fakie hop it, but I'm gonna work on the fakie bar in case I feel like I'm gonna do it. And honestly, like the problem with it was that like I could do it, and this is the problem with the fakie hop too. That like people like. I mean, I'm sure everyone knows, right? But it's like you can't touch either wheel. So you have to time the back wheel, getting as close as you can to the rail. But if your front wheel touches, that's why I keep it so high. You keep the front wheel high because if it levels and you clip that front wheel, you're going back to your head. And I had like nightmares about it, you know? And basically when I was practicing, I set it up and I fakie barred it. And I could do it, like I couldn't do it every try, but when I'd get a good pop, I would throw it. And then on one of them, I didn't get a full pop and I threw it and I still felt like I had it and my front wheel clipped the rail and I got decked. Like it was like bad. I was like, I had a meltdown.
Flat.
Yeah, just on flat. And I had a meltdown because I hit the ground hard and I was just like losing it because I started thinking about if that happens on the drop, like that's it. Like I'm like, it's game over kind of a thing, you know? It's just like, there's no reset button. So I didn't want to do it. And I was like, I wasn't going to do it unless I felt like I really like, and honestly, it was like really, really needed to do it or was even confident enough to do it. And I felt confident after doing the first one, but still it's just,
I felt like there was a lot of sit down time afterwards.
Yeah,
too. So
it
if
was a lot
you're
of
like,
wait
oh,
time.
I got 2 minutes left, and now I got to go do the fakie bar. It's like I feel like in real life, you reset real quick, and you let the adrenaline settle a little bit, and then you do it. You know. So
What were your fakie hop ratio of pulling it when you were practicing?
pretty high at the end.
Were you like 95%?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I would only miss a few, and the ones I'd miss, I'd know right away. So I would knew to get. It wasn't like I was like clipping and getting sent back. You know,
I wanted.
I was like, I don't like, and I don't feel like. I feel like at a certain point in my career, I would have felt weird saying that, but now it's like, dude, I have so much respect. And that's there's so many people like he's not wearing a helmet. It's like, I know what I'm doing. I work to make sure that I know that this is going to go right. You know, I put a lot of hours into this. And that's, to me, it's like, that's just being real with like preparation. This is what we do. This is what we love to do. This is something I've dreamed of doing my entire life, but I've always been too scared of. Why am I going to go there unprepared? It's like showing up to school, you don't do your homework, and then you wonder, or you're not studying, you wonder why you get a bad grade on your test. It's just common sense, right? It's like, I mean, it's just applicable to anything you do. If you don't put energy into it and you don't practice, you're not going to be good. You know, if you stop doing your tricks for a week, I'm sure all of you can attest. It's like, oh wait, that one's a little scary. I haven't done it. You know, that's how I feel about hop whips. If I don't do them in like for like a week, you know, I'm like, I gotta do one of these, get this one out of the way. So I think like just being prepared for something like this, it made it a lot easier for me to commit and actually, you know.
Fuck yeah.
Stomp it.
Yeah.
That's real, man. Like there's no,
That's the thing I was
there's
thinking.
nothing wrong with being prepared.
No.
There's
You're not
nothing
trying to
wrong.
look
It was
like a savage for any reason.
as
No, it's
prepared-
not street.
Like you don't want to
You
look
can't
like a
practice.
I mean,
you can't get ready.
Why don't you build a landing?
better practice.
as prepared as I was, I still was like having like I had like a panic attack the night before just thinking about it, you know, because I was just spooked, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
Well,
I can just
the
know
preparation almost makes it crazy.
Yeah, because then you know you're getting ready for it. and
That's
you
why
know
maybe
it's
the
coming
huck
for
and
that
chuck
day.
is like why people are like, I like that.
If you're not overthinking
There's nothing wrong with that too. If
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
that helps because maybe that freaked people out practicing. They're like, I just gotta send it.
Yeah,
I might hit it. So I can't
Yeah,
practice.
yeah.
I don't want to know.
and then just knowing that you have to ride it in the morning, like it's just like, oh, you have to go there and ride, like, because you never ride, you never are there. Nobody ever rides it. Then you know, it's like that's like the end of the day. I'm feeling good. I
Yeah.
did a few things.
Yeah.
I'm feeling, you know,
It's
not
in
like
San Diego, so you can
not
get
like
to it.
I'm gonna get up early and like.
Well, even like Brad talked about how going from the bright to the shadow.
Yeah, there was like a
was
huge
fucking with it.
shadow up top.
Yeah.
You say, yeah.
I mean, you can see it in the footage. Just,
Yep.
I mean, it's so bright.
So bright.
I couldn't
It's
even. You
super
can't even.
cute.
We can't even expose, and then
Wow.
it's dark.
Yeah, it was
technically.
weird.
It was right there. Like I never really.
Luckily, I couldn't
Yeah.
see anyway, so it didn't really affect my trick too much.
Yeah, the light. the,
you'd had-
literally
you'd had the best
shadow.
trick for the light.
Well, yeah, this,
Brett was probably just like,
yeah,
whoa.
yeah.
Blinded.
Crazy. And then I guess from the judging aspect, I've heard some, you know, I agree first off, because I mean, I was running off the idea that is Rincon. If you say you do you know, not talking shit in any sense, but if you say you did a 540 bar at Rincon, it's like, it's over the rail. And like, to me, every trick that was
That's what was
supposed
hard
to
about
be-
judging it because look at
Yeah.
how big that block set is, that E5 truck.
It's fucking
Yeah,
It's
insane.
fucking insane. But that was like the one way that made it justifiable to us was like Garrett and Brett's, and then Colin's won. We knew that from the beginning, unless the 540 got pulled over the rail. But the 5 truck and the 3 table were in second place.
Yeah.
But we just had to be like, dude, spot was over the rail. Even though that was the
I
biggest
appreciate
crazy.
that.
That's what-
Yeah.
That was so like.
Yeah, like, and look
I
how-
wish
look
they
how
could. I
perfect
wish they
you
could have
did it.
tied. That's
Just
what was
perfect.
bullshit. We went
Yeah,
back.
that's
perfect.
We went back and forth the whole time.
Yeah.
and it was a tie. But the
Yeah,
what
and
made
at the
it,
end
what
of the-
gave it to Brett was the rail. It was his ring con, like you said.
Yeah.
And honestly, at the end of the day, like whether I got a gold, silver, whatever, and didn't get a medal, I would have been just hyped to do what I did. Like that. Like I said, I've been wanting to do that for so long. That was like the icing on the cake was winning the gold. You know, that was like,
Fuck yeah.
whoa, it's a huge honor.
So many crazy tricks went down too.
Have you guys heard about whether or not they're doing it again next year? I have not heard anything.
I haven't
so,
heard anything.
Yeah, I mean, I could.
I heard it was a huge success. That's all
Yeah,
I've really
yeah.
heard.
I heard it
Positive from
They
everybody.
gotta do
They'll
it
probably
again.
do it
so,
again.
Yeah.
I'm just assuming. I feel like we hear about stuff later.
What spots? Is there a spot?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
That school in in Seattle with all the just like you'd have to like
The
move
Hoder-
the
the
crowd
Hoder
around. There's like
Gavel.
20 bangers that are like
yeah.
doable. It's like a park,
Yeah.
street park thing.
Were you disaster barred?
Yeah, there's that. If you go there in real life, you'd be like, this is all
There's
one
hella
spot.
stuff.
Are you
Yeah.
fucking serious? There's like cement
Concrete
ledges.
looks raw though. Like if you,
Yeah, they could brick road. I mean, who knows?
if
They
you
put
fall,
something.
it just
Yeah.
from footage. I ain't seen it. I'm
It's-
just saying.
it's
from
just-
footage, it looks raw.
Northwest concrete, a little bit of
bit crustier.
crustier,
Yeah.
crusty.
a little bit more weathered.
And then, I guess we talked about the invite. That was, and they didn't. It's
Yeah.
funny. It's funny because it's like obviously all the street controversy and all that stuff.
It
But
was kind of crazy because out of all the X Games I've been to in my whole life, they've never just done that. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's what I was saying. Is nobody bounced out. They were just like,
Just add him.
They
let's
put
just
him.
let's
He's
throw
fucking
let's
sick.
throw Colin
That
in
was
there.
it. Like
it's
was
such a
hard.
it's such a TV show. It's not an organized.
No.
It's not an organized like
It's just
sanctioned
they
event.
need a story. He's one of the alternates. He just won this gold medal.
Yeah.
fucking
Fucking
A, put him
throw
in
him
there.
in,
Like
yeah.
they should do more stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm grateful, and I know that it's so like, and I would feel bad to anybody else that didn't get in or was wanting to get, because I know how it feels. Everyone wants to get in. If you're, and there's so many people that are deserving to get into that contest and ride that contest, and it's hard. It's a really small amount of people, and there's
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
really, 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 really good BMX riders that are all deserving. So, like I said, honored to get in, honored to be involved. It was cool they did that. Sorry to anybody who didn't get in and wanted to get
It's
in.
not their- yeah, it's not your fault. Yeah, so.
I feel it though, because there was a lot of years that I wanted to be in and I didn't get in, and I knew, and I've only ever gotten into X Games as an alternate. This was the real street was the first like time I've had an invite and had time to like actually get ready for a contest. You know, the 2 other X Games that I got invited to, I knew maybe like 2 or 3 weeks beforehand.
Oh yeah.
So it was like I didn't have like.
Do they? Do you think you're in now? You think you're going to get an invite to Japan?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It'd be cool, but if not,
cool.
you know,
that shit's crazy.
Yeah,
because we were talking. There's been some people where it's like, I think me and you, or maybe me and you were talking, where like Matt Ray got like 2nd, and then got like a 5th. And then wasn't invited.
Yeah.
It goes, it's crazy with the street thing, man. It's like 10 people or 12 people. What is it? 9?
Somebody's feelings are going to be hurt regardless.
And it's like the like closest ranked, like, you know, like fucking 100 people could all technically be on there. That's the hardest one.
I'm not sure how much X Games likes me anymore, but I feel like I've tried to tell them, I'm like, hey, just let's do a qualifier a couple days beforehand. I'll film it. You guys can use the footage and just play it right before the event, and like it'll be on our thing. It won't cost you any more money. Those dudes won't get paid anything. They won't care, and like so that at least they get their shot. You know, 16 dudes get their shot. So then you have 8 in the finals, and those are the best ones. They rode the course of the best. It makes the event better.
Is it only 8 this year? Was it 8?
Yeah, I think he was 9.
Usually,
not 10. I was like, I thought 10 was
it
low.
was
I was
12,
like 12,
and then it was 10, and then now it's been 8, and I think it's been 8. Was 8 before a long time?
Yeah, it's crazy.
But
yeah,
8's a small list.
It is insane. Imagine choosing 8 people to ride. It's like
it's a crazy TV show, and they just need 8 competitors that are.
But shout out to literally nothing but compliments for X Games in general this year.
Yeah,
like,
and it was so
best
cool.
X Games
and
in
like, I can't
years.
thank X Games enough for doing it the way they did it this year and bringing it to Ventura like that and building those courses again for us. You know, I saw it was at the training center for those last couple of years.
Yeah.
And, well, that's cool having those courses that nobody's ridden. Like to me, when I was a kid, that's what I always thought was cool about X Games. Just look at that sick course. That looks so fun.
It looked like it was dying, and then this year it was like, oh, it's alive.
And it was cool too. They did a good job with that course. You know, like to build something that good in such a short period of time for us to ride. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. And then, did you break your kneecap?
No.
Just a bruise?
No, it was weird too because when I landed on it, there was like a giant. It looked like a crater in my knee right after I landed, and then it just swelled up, and I just had inflammation issues for like. Right now it's finally good, but I've pretty much had inflammation issues since, and it just was swollen for a really long time. Just like that bursa sac on top of the kneecap just gets irritated from riding. I think a lot of it has to do with like, you know, my right foot is the foot that's behind, so I put a little bit more pressure on my front, on my back. On your back leg, you're going to put more pressure on like the front of your knee and your quad muscle more than like your front leg. I don't know if you guys are talking about like physics.
Like you lost me, but I believe you.
Yeah. So it's just like you're putting, just because your knee is like a little bit, when you're on your back foot of your pedal, I think about this stuff. I think about like all the time, just thinking about balance and how the bike works.
Switch-footed in 24.
Everything is just, well, no, honestly, that's like kind of a good way for me to alleviate, like when I ride switch-footed, it doesn't bother me as much, and that's kind of what I'm trying to explain, is because your back foot is a little further back and your kneecap naturally sits over your foot. You're just putting a little bit pressure on that quad and patella tendon, and that quad tendon is like where I actually had an injury the previous year that happened at Simple Session, and I kind of just kept riding on it, and it was just like a small inflammation issue. So then that combined with the kneecap thing, and it's just like a lot of inflammation going on there. So I've been working to get rid of it, and it's been finally good, but it was a struggle there for a little bit. It's just a little frustrating. I would ride and it would just swell up, like no pain or anything, but just fat knee.
Not fun.
Lingered.
Not motivating.
Yeah. No.
Haro Projects? Is there something in the works? Is there?
I don't know.
Right now, it seems
don't
like
pull
there's
back.
well, Colin, you're a little
You're the
hurt right
captain,
now.
cuz I don't know.
We're all in this together.
Captain D, man.
You guys know that.
What's the deal? Where should we go? So that's what I mean. We don't really have
what's
a
up,
plan.
D?
It's like not
Where
like,
are we going, Dennis?
you know.
Well, we'll see.
But
there's some cool.
There's some
plans.
stuff
Yeah,
coming.
we want
We
don't
want to do
have,
something
like,
with at least just us 3, and then whoever else we can involve. But when Colin, because his shoulder's a little hurt right now, right?
Elbow.
Sorry.
I saw that.
It's actually
I saw that
really
photo.
He
that
can't
photo,
even
I was
straighten his
like,
arm.
yeah.
Crazy.
It's good.
But you're good though. It's just he can't ride right now.
Right now.
Yeah,
That's
I
why.
dislocated my elbow.
Yeah.
It's not a fun injury, but the good thing is you don't need surgery to fix it, and it heals on its own, and it's
Yeah, like you'll be fine.
But the next plan with Colin is to do something really cool as soon as he's feeling ready to go on a trip, and we have some cool ideas because by the time he's healthy, it'll probably be around winter time. So we're gonna go somewhere nice.
Yeah,
even though it's nice here, but we can't be in San Diego for the trip.
no, go somewhere else warm.
In between Japan and California.
And then
Yeah.
Okay,
plan.
yeah.
That's
All
the-
right, narrow
that's
it
the plan.
down.
Yeah.
Australia, it's opposite. It's summer.
No, not Australia. In
All right.
between.
All right, in between.
In between.
Come on.
Flat Earth.
Come on.
Right?
What's in between
You don't know what's
Japan
between, Jack. Come on.
and California?
It's like one.
Hawaii. Yes.
There you go.
Okay.
Well, that's what I want to.
I actually wasn't. I
Hope you
wasn't
were egging
actually.
that on.
I wasn't actually thinking. I was just.
I
wasn't really thinking. I wasn't either.
I was like, Fudger, man.
I was
You're
like,
good.
oh,
You've
yeah,
traveled
I
the
mean, I
world.
wasn't
Australia's
thinking.
not
Never been-
between Japan and California.
Never been to Hawaii.
What?
All the places I've been.
haven't?
Never been. Yeah.
Shout out to
Look,
Hawaii.
But you've been everywhere, bro.
Yeah, never
You
been
ever
there.
Been to Hawaii?
It's the best.
Wow.
No,
It's the best.
Never been. No.
Wow.
Not many places that I like better than San Diego. and
but I
I like
wanna
that
go
place
again.
a lot.
That's fun.
But yeah, lots of cool plans. We're working with Calvin more and just changing things up. Paris is on the team. She's moving to La Mesa, San Diego area in January.
That's
so Paris
awesome.
will be
Paris
here.
is so cool.
Is that due
We
to
got
the,
Michael
to the
and Noah.
doors thing falling? Like the bark is just like
She was
kinda-
already planning on doing
Okay.
it throughout
Okay.
this Vans video and Odyssey and everything. Just wants to be in California and do more,
Okay.
more non just Olympic training. Wants to be a little bit more
Yeah.
involved in everything. And
Yeah, there's somebody else. There's somebody else moving to San Diego too. Sure.
Who?
I don't know if that's
Who?
Kaczynski.
No way.
have it
Really?
your way?
Yeah,
That's so
a little
cool.
bit.
That's cool.
Bakinski
From Chicago.
from Chicago. Yeah.
I never thought he would ever
Yeah.
go. I thought he was just a Chicago man.
So,
forever.
that'll be sick. So
That's gonna be
another work ethic.
Okay.
You know, like
Yeah.
he's not a lazy
That's
man.
a cool dude to have
So-
around.
Kaczynski was with me when I smashed my face against that fence.
God, that was a brutal.
Yeah,
That's
he
the-
was living in Baltimore. He was living in Baltimore for a little bit at the time.
that for
So I
your
think his
Animal
wife was
House?
doing
That's the
something.
video I was
Yeah,
gonna say
it
is
was
my
the
favorite.
one-
Can we watch that?
That's
Just
It was
let that
the one
roll while we all
after-
hang out.
It was
I think
the
that's
one
my
after
favorite.
the Animal House one.
that was the
my
one.
favorite video part ever.
That one.
That one just like at the time when I seen it, bro, I felt like I
Me
was
too.
seeing something I had never seen nobody ride like you.
That last
Especially how you
trick.
go
Thank you.
rail
Thank
to
you,
rail.
Navas.
You go boom, boom.
Shout out
Thank
to
you,
Navas, dude.
Thank you.
True.
This was like
This
a
was a
dream.
chapter change.
You
for
do a lot of
You
stuff,
being on
Colin,
Animal.
bro.
Yeah.
You
And then like hanging out with Edward.
Yeah, that's what I'm
like,
saying.
you know,
You got-
like
this
that's
is-
like
Isn't
I'll
it funny
never-
she has a Charger shirt
I
on?
know.
I know.
I always
How
thought that was
funny
funny.
is that? That is wow. I never even
this
thought about
is
that.
the
Really.
video of all videos right here for me.
Navas is.
It's my first
genius.
go-to. I ain't gonna lie, Colin. When I type your name
Thank
in,
you.
this is the one I just boom. Every
This
time.
is my favorite part.
As much as I hate
it?
seeing your
Yeah.
face hit that,
Yeah,
shit,
it was like because I filmed it in a month, and it was like
That's
we were
your shit. Film it a month for
yeah.
you. Like
We were filming every single day. We were in, and it was like we were putting in hours. But Navas was super motivated, and he was hyped, and it was like we just were out every day in the city. It probably one of the funnest months of my life. It's like I really got to experience New York City, and like
and it feels like I'm in New York with you when I watch
Yeah.
it. It's
that's
like
the
such
thing you've
good
said a few
vibes.
times too. Is like Fiend is like long projects, which is the sickest shit ever because the Fiend
Yeah.
videos are always the best. But
Yeah.
that's not really your recipe. Like this
No,
is
no,
this
this
is
is
we're all
this-
saying this is probably one of our
favorite parts, and it's a month. Yeah,
You got
except for
down.
the
That's
banger.
kinda
The
you.
banger was the only thing that we filmed after, and that was like a little bit. We just were like, we need one more clip, and then we got that one. But all this stuff
I think
is-
Colin works better under pressure.
I do. I kind of
Yeah.
always have. It's like from the racing, I think.
Look at
Oh,
you.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot about that background.
But yeah, and then like Mark Gralla, like, dude,
Yeah.
if it wasn't for Racket, I don't know. We wouldn't. This video wouldn't have been
I
what
love
it was.
this clip.
I love it.
Why? Because spots.
Spots, yeah.
Yeah.
He was our guide every single day, and it was insane. He would bring us to
dope.
something fun and it was
That's
like
so- I
always
it
wanted
made
to
it so
ride
much
this spot.
easier. Yeah.
This spot goes crazy.
And it was literally
so
like
fun.
around this corner, around this corner,
Yeah,
around this corner.
Yeah, and he yeah.
Ugh.
Some of it we pedaled though. We traveled around the city. This New York's big, and he knew everything.
Everything about this, bro.
Yeah,
4 pegs, free.
But that was
coasters
awesome. And then,
going
like-
crazy at the time.
yeah. We were hanging out with Joey from AMPM
Love
and
this.
stuff like just like all these people that I've kind of like. I used to watch the AMPM videos growing up, and
Film's
obviously
sick,
all the
too. I
animal
love how it's
videos.
filmed.
Yeah, it's so good. Did you
I
do it
miss you,
twice, or
Navas.
is that just Navas?
I miss it.
No, Navas. He just filmed it. He just had a second angle.
Has
I
second
think.
angle, yeah.
Yeah, this is probably my favorite.
Navas
This is one of the ones, bro,
Is
from-
literally the, I mean, peak filmer for BMX.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Is this
Yeah.
maybe Navas's last big
I think
project
it is.
Yeah.
I think it is.
currently?
Currently, hopefully, he does something.
Yeah.
But I mean, he goes and films those Rumble and Richmond
Yeah.
videos, and it's
Yeah,
like,
he just does it
Oh,
for like
yeah.
love
oh
of it
my
too.
god, dude! It's so funny because I was like, "Hey, I heard are you going to Rumble and Richmond again?" and I tried to pay him, and he's like stopped responding, and he went and made the video.
Why is this dude's own thing?
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Ooh, it goes by too fast. But
Yeah, that was
You want me to- there we go.
That nose bond? I know.
Yeah,
And
we
it's
stood
like,
there for a
you know,
while,
you felt
guys.
crazy on that.
Like,
That was
I was so
man.
scared because
Come on.
you can't feel that one out. There's no there's no way to do the nose bonk and like, because I think it was like there were blocks. There were
This
blocks.
is a sick
So
representation.
you couldn't
of
ride
you.
down the
It
blocks. They were too
was.
big.
And of New York and some crazy shit. Like,
Yeah,
it just
and then-
feels
yeah.
so good watching this one.
This is a really cool time, and
What a sick way to do it. A month of filming pretty much
yeah,
every
we just
day
got
with
an
no
apartment
pause.
in
You better go
Brooklyn,
hard.
and that
That
was
is a
it.
sick
And everyone
response.
was coming in and out. Like Hoder
Yeah.
came through. It's just it was
Hoder
There he is.
is.
yeah. Garrett Hoogerhide. It was cool to watch.
Ooh, this I have to. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
Colin. I've watched that clip more than so many hundreds of times.
Dang.
Every
Yeah,
time I
that
watch
was-
this video, I sit here and rewind it. I've been like, Natalie,
Because rail to rail was already new.
That's
you
what I'm
know?
saying. So
That was
you went
rail
like
to rail,
this,
alley-oop, grind.
I
to
still
switch
haven't
pegs.
seen nothing like that.
Alley-oop to switch pegs is hard by itself.
Have you even posted that on Instagram?
No.
I'm
Throw it up.
I'm putting that on Instagram raw.
There's,
So,
there's
what's
a
the
crazy
idea?
story. There's a crazy story behind the banger, though. I
clip
remember
was
reading
crazy.
some sort of background thing or something that it was the amount of
Damn.
tries, and you did it one day without the bar. But
No,
you
play
no.
it again
I
real
mean,
quick.
there wasn't. I mean, it really wasn't too
Chad needs
crazy.
more.
Yeah, like play that shit again. Because I love that he runs it back slow mo too.
Yeah, that was.
So
I was
then
like, we just got to run it again slow mo.
Yeah.
It's the only
Yeah,
way.
you
Like,
do.
and I was like, okay,
I love
You do.
that.
yeah,
Because you
So then
want
they
to
watch
go back in slow mode anyways.
yeah.
I can't
Should've
believe
ran
you.
it-
How could you get yourself to try
don't know.
the feeble alley oop and be blind to the rail?
Took me a
'Cause you-
long time to try it for sure, but no, it was. We just needed one more clip.
You know
of
how
the
we
video.
just try the?
No, it's that trick. It's that
the
trick.
trick we like.
It's that scary trick.
We
that
can't do
we
on a
suck
ledge.
at. But he
Then
did it on
you did it on a rail
Because I
from a
remember the
feeble-
first time we were really trying it. I was like, Colin, this is that trick he did, and you were like, the fuck? And I'm like, yeah, this is that trick he did from the switch.
Mind
feeble.
melting. Like go try just that part on a
Yeah.
ledge. It's so hard to do.
how many times did you do it without the bar?
Rob did it down a
once
rail.
or twice
Oh,
without
so
the
you-
bar. I did it a couple times. I was really mad when I didn't do the bars.
Yeah.
but
I bet.
Oh my god, I can do it again. But then you know, you're like, oh well, it works. And then after I sacked one of them, I stuck on the back. Devaz had like a reel of all the tries, and it was like I caught back peg and the dropout stuck because it's like a square rail and just sent me right back, and I just sacked the end of the last bit of the rail.
So speaking of posting this on the old Instagram, what's the plan since you're
Yeah, when does the Haro news drop?
today?
Today.
Oh,
This is
congrats.
all
Well, this is
exactly
gonna- yeah,
together.
this will
be-
January 2nd.
January 2nd.
So which is today.
So, today.
Oh, okay. Well, I edited this in real time.
We're living in the future.
Oh, wait, people are watching this live right now?
No,
Shit.
I was about to say,
I'm
damn.
not on that yet. I'm gonna try.
That would be
You
sick.
saw that video that I was had on the screen was about live streaming again. Like I used to
Oh, you wanna
do
get
it.
Yeah.
I used to do it,
That'd
and
be
I
cool.
just kind of forgot how to do it. I need to look it all up again.
So with this video, though, that's-
information goes in, and then other information leaves. Like
Yeah, you got a lot.
I'm fucking I'm out of storage space.
This video that dropped with
why I
this
can't remember
podcast today,
anybody's
Colin,
name anymore.
you know, like so we're dropping. Everyone's gonna see
Bob's
the news
tomorrow.
But yeah, aside from Unclicked, that's dropping right now. The Haro news. What was the plan with that? Which it's already out right now. Obviously,
It's already
because
out.
this is-
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
just putting together a little thing of me putting together a new bike. And Dobie's going to make a little, like a reel. He kind of has a little creative vision for it. We're talking about it right now. So
I think it'd be sick to have a feel your bangers just to like.
That's what he was kind of talking about. Maybe do that, just like a
That'd
few
be
like
sick.
career moments,
That'd be sick.
We
And
kind of
that
talked about.
clip.
We'll see. Well, you guys will have already seen. So
Yeah. I'll play
Let
it.
us know in the comments if
I'll
it
play
sucks.
it right now. Maybe.
People have been watching it all day, and that led to this
Hopefully it looks
podcast
good,
to know
yeah.
why Colin's on
Yeah.
Haro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, that's one of them ones.
What else should we talk about? 1 hour, 51 minutes.
Do you want
We
to-
could-
The plan was an hour-long podcast about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
So, Chad's
Oh.
favorite, your favorite part of Chad's, or you said so.
What's you thinking?
Before we move on to,
hair that's been driving.
I seen that too.
Me too,
And it
but
wasn't
I didn't wanna
his.
say anything.
It wasn't his, so I didn't want to bug him and take it off. It's like a dog hair or something.
For sure.
It's definitely an animal's hair.
Yeah, because I put that mic down when there's only one guest, so it goes on the floor, and I think it just like.
But real quick before we go off topic and bullshit about some video parts.
Yeah.
So mountain biking though, that's also like something that you love organically, and is that a whole package? You're gonna ride for Haro like all of the bikes, which is their new thing, kind of.
Yeah, I mean it's cool too and that happens so organically too, right? Like I started riding mountain bikes. It's been like 3 years now, and I started riding after I got on premium, and Haro hooked me up with a mountain bike, and that's kind of how I got into it. And then getting on Adidas at 510 and doing more with them and traveling with them, I just kind of naturally started. I had opportunities to go on all these like cool trips and ride mountain bikes, so it kind of just happened organically, and it's been super fun for me. You know, it kind of brings me back to like, you know, the days where I used to race and ride dirt. It's just like fun. Now I have this new utensil that can do so much more, and it's super capable. So it's fun. It's like, it's been a whole new thing. And yeah, I'm definitely going to do more with that too with them. So that it kind of lined up with that as well too. And it just seemed to make sense.
It's cool to see like someone who obviously you like every type of BMX, but your career has been like solely street. But you also love mountain biking like organically and actually love it. Like
yeah.
There's obviously Brad and some other people doing it, but it's pretty rare. Like most mountain bikers are like Sergio Leos. And
and
Paley's a full street rider.
Yeah, Paley.
But Paley's like you. Like he's good
all.
at everything. You know.
I remember Paley.
And he's good at everything too.
He
like
came from racing.
But just the fact I was trying to say is he's like that video part we just watched.
Did we talk about on the podcast how for a little while I would just show up at Linda Vista and you'd be riding the fucking the deepest bowl.
We did talk
and
about
you'd be like, yeah, I think I want to do the Vans events. You know, like you like literally you were like roasting 6 or 7 foot airs out of the bowl, and I'm like, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, I just don't do it often. And like that's another cool thing about Haro too, is like I'm probably going to build up 2 BMX bikes. I'm probably going to build up one of your bikes. I've been talking about doing that.
I like his East Coast
Haro.
Every time he hits and he says it.
It's all right. It's just that's how the East Coast says it. It's funny.
Wooder, Haro.
I know. It's funny. I've tried. I've evolved. Like I don't do it often. It's maybe Dale's getting to me. You know?
But yeah, that's the cool thing is you're a professional street rider, but you like a bunch of other bikes, and
it's fun.
They'll let you kind of have fun, play with all of them, because they got a warehouse full of different badass bikes. That's a really cool thing.
And the e-bikes too. I can't wait to get my hands on one of those things. It's like
that's all I do.
Yeah, it's gonna be
catch
fun.
me in the neighborhood on the e-bike with my son. That's
a cool thing. They're BMX heart, but they have a warehouse that they sell.
I mean, that's what all brands should do, honestly, these days. Is like if that's what the market goes.
V2 Haro thing.
Like,
they're trying to kind of like incorporate, like whatever you want. Like we want to have some sick street riders, some park riders, some women, some mountain bikers, some lifestyle people. Like they're even like starting an influencer program with some just like. That's one of Josh's jobs. It's going to be like some skaters, snowboarders, musicians, just like incorporate people who like bikes.
To
do fun, to show like bikes are for everyone. You don't have to do hangers down huge rails. You can go out and jump off curb cuts with your friends. I
mean, that's been BMX's. Was a huge topic in the Magoo and Muller thing. Is that like competition and raising the bar and all that stuff? They think that's what ruined BMX, because they're like, just show it's fun, just show it's like fucking cruising, and you don't have to fucking be the best, and you don't have to fucking do this.
You never did, really.
Yeah, you never do. But that's what floats to the top these days, and then you have this competition setting and the Olympics stuff, and it's like, oh, I can't do.
There's people that aren't really like the best necessarily rider that express themselves having fun sometimes though, and it's like it'll do just as well. You don't have to do the craziest trick if you're just.
I mean, Dakota's like a good representation of that. I always felt like him just ripping down the. Well, I mean, he does crazy shit, but he's also limits. He's had like
it's hard to ride with Dak. You see how many clips Dak gets in a day? I'm like, this guy.
When we on cinema trips, bro. When I'm on cinema trips, I
think that was a bad example.
I'm saying he's
had into really hard shit.
I can't believe
he's had a lot of projects where it's like just more about cruising and like jumping over shit and like and showing the lifestyle of it. That's what I was talking about. Not necessarily.
Has he? I feel like he just has crazy video parts.
Yeah,
he's the king of the crazy. What
project has Dak been chilling? I think you got the wrong guy.
The one where he did the wall ride.
Yeah, Dak is the hardest. Dak has never had a chill project come out.
I know what you're saying, because he does ride.
Like he'll go down the street and make it look sick here.
Like there's times he shows it.
Yeah.
But he is not from his project.
His projects are insane.
Very progressive.
Super progressive.
Sorry, I had to.
Fuck y'all.
Sorry, you fired all of us up on that. Dak puts the work in. He makes it look fun, but
it makes it look fun. I wish I can do what he does, and it was as fun for me.
Yeah,
I know.
Try what Dak's doing.
But yeah, that's cool. That's cool that it's a little, you know, a mix up of things. I think it's important. So
San Diego company too.
Yeah.
That's always been one of my favorite things about Haro. It's the only bike company in San Diego.
yeah.
It was such a huge
Right
incentive. Like I
here.
said,
Well,
going
Fiend's
up,
hard.
Fiend, but Fiend's not.
They're not
I mean,
based.
yeah.
Yeah, I get like
Haro's
Garrett is, but, yeah.
warehouse
Actually,
and the people, everyone's right there
Fair
up in
point,
North
fair
County,
point.
San Diego. It's pretty
Yeah.
crazy.
It's an awesome connection to have. Things are just the workflow is so much better. And like I said, that was a big reason I wanted to sign is because I've just been up there since I signed with Premium, and it's been fun. It's been like I've grown into that little family over there, and it's
the only company I've ever rode for.
That is cool.
sick too. And that's
That is
another
cool.
incentive.
Like,
Premium. And then I went to
It's
Haro.
like,
Yeah.
I was 14, bro. I looked like a little kid on Premium. Matt Colas.
let's watch that.
yeah, let's
that,
watch
while I
that.
go- Premium
Favorite
shit.
part, by the way, is
Premium.
definitely your market
Some
part.
mix.
I think.
Chad, what's the first? You're saying his first part?
That just 14-year-old Chad.
Oh, yeah, look,
What's it called? Premium?
I don't know.
Yeah, Premium.
Little Chad riding around.
I don't know how you could find it.
10 years. That's nuts.
Where could you find that? I don't know if it was on Vimeo. It might have been on Vimeo. I ain't gonna lie.
Really?
Must
I'm
watch.
gonna go upload.
Your
Really?
date.
hunt
Look at
part,
your-
your hunt
you know how
part
to
was
do it.
crazy too. I forgot about
I'm
your
gonna
hunt
go
part.
upload date and then to the bottom.
I want to see, if it's on YouTube. Because
Your hunt part was crazy too. But I think
What was that with our big heads, me and Dennis? That was weird. Go up a little. Wait, what is that? Oh, okay. I'm just like, wait, what?
What
Just
is
our
that?
heads just like fly by.
Hyundai Anderson. And Selmick is a Curry.
That's hard.
Kerley.
Oh, that's hard. You got the CK
Whoa! It changed to different guys.
bike. Yeah, that's
All right.
hard.
All right.
Oh, is it
Yo,
there?
that was
All
hard.
right.
That's pretty funny.
2015. What year am I
it might
looking
have
for?
been, bro, shoot. Right there.
2008?
Go up a little with the blue pads. With the blue, with the blue. 2009, right
Oh, right there.
there. 2009? Look how little I was, bro.
Oh wow.
I've been on Premium since
OB.
then. It's kind of embarrassing, man. But
Why?
damn.
That's
Look at me.
Of course,
I
it's
don't know.
No.
Just
Hey, of course it's embarrassing.
Yeah, you're
Come
always
on.
embarrassing.
Yeah, anybody's supposed to be
he
embarrassed
said,
of them.
why? Guys, look at me.
To me though, I knew you at that age.
Yeah, that's so funny.
I knew you when you were twice as young as
They
this.
told me to spell my name
The
so they
real-
could do the intro. Look, Tammy was there.
It's sick you could spell back then. That young.
Literally, that's why I said
Look at
I
him.
only know Premium and Haro, bro. I've been on since the beginning, like, of my whole ventures.
I remember this
Yeah.
video because back
Look at the
then,
pads
a lot
going
of
through the
videos came
jeans.
out.
Yeah.
That's the days right there. Come on. If you right, come on, crank that.
Look at that
Crank.
though. Literally, when I saw you doing that kind of stuff, like, remember he's
You helped
14.
me get on.
He's only 14, but no one's doing a lot of this stuff.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
manual
this
180
is-
bar was impossible to me. I was like,
I
no.
know.
What did he just do?
I remember.
Oh my goodness. What a time. What a time. Ooh, barely get them whips around.
That was everything you had.
It was everything I could give it. I couldn't ice like that either at the time. Give me this
The bar was still the bar though.
bar
It
was
still
fast.
looks like your bar. That's what I mean though. Is like your bar.
Yeah.
Hell
It still looks like
You
you
got to
doing
film
the
your
bar.
whole welcome to Haro edit
like that.
At Claremont.
Like that. 1 minute 17 seconds.
Yeah, 2009, y'all.
You got to film it at
It's
360.
making me feel
Tell Dobie to
old.
downgrade it to 360.
That
360.
other video
Yeah.
was 2007. I feel old. When I was 16.
I know, and you
This
was
is
going
funny to see
crazy.
this shit.
I know.
The hunt part. This is.
This one was his first one.
Ooh, this one's quality. Oh, never mind.
This one.
This one's quality. The
Like,
first
compared to
picture
the-
hit.
This was before market, but
Yeah.
Chad was one of the first people I would see. Like, you know, some people get 3 or 4 or 5 clips in a day. On those market trips, sometimes Chad would get up to like 7 in a
Yeah.
day, and it was like, oh my
It's just because
god!
I was learning a lot too. So it was like I just felt like I should want to get this too. Like I don't know. At that time, I felt like I was learning a lot. Too.
There was days where the camera was pointed at you all day because he was just doing everything.
But yeah, this was like
So
I
sick.
guess my debut to the whole.
This was.
I guess, yeah. Because Christian, man, he helped me so much. We'd be in that little white Toyota truck going everywhere.
Yeah.
He would just
When you have
go
a
to take
filmer,
me to
it's like
some
with Colin and
spots
Navaz in New York, you know?
Yeah.
When you have- when it's like daily like that,
Yeah,
that's when
you're
it gets
just in a
crazy.
flow.
connected. That's like what we both wanted to do every day, you know?
If
do this.
a rider has a filmer that is good, you got to treat him well.
Yeah,
you
you
got to
do.
keep him with you because it is a team.
It's
in
a
that
special
sense. Yeah.
bond. It's a special thing you guys could do that brings you guys both up
Really
together.
close
And
together.
it's like,
Yeah.
without Christian, it almost just like seems like where could I be, you know?
Yeah.
In those ways, you know. So thank you, Christian. Big
This
shout
shit's crazy.
I remember
dude.
being like, I couldn't believe you iced.
I know.
I was like, what?
It's the little things from this like era, you know, that when you
Yeah.
watch this, it was like, no way is he doing this.
And
And
you
you
were
were
trying to shove so many things together because I felt
and you
like
were
at the
16,
time,
15 right here.
I don't know,
Probably
maybe
16
or 17.
Explain the hunt
16
for
or
those
17.
that
Yeah, nobody probably knows.
Yeah.
what
The
for
video contest?
Yeah,
So I don't know how many months we had to film necessarily, but I remember Justin Cosman was like, you know, ran that whole thing, and I got invited to that, and you had to have a filmer, and obviously I used Christian because at the time I don't know if we had even started Market stuff
No.
or if
This
I
was
just
right
got used to
before.
because I was filming Vital edits with them and stuff like that too. So
Even in the beginning of Market, I remember
Yeah.
Christian was the one like, let's put Chad on this. And I was like, you think he's ready?
That's
'Cause
so tight.
And he was like, yeah.
to hear.
There's
and
the
I was
Toyota.
like, okay.
Yep, right there.
This might have been like right. You might have kind of
I
like.
might have had some.
This was a
clips around.
Maybe some
transition.
overlap.
Yeah. But that was like
You were a little kid on those trips, dude. Like,
Yeah.
it was like you'd have to go home early
Yeah.
on a lot of them because
I
you were in
know.
school and trying to do your packets and all
Yeah.
that crap.
But that was like a time like I even like
smoke weed.
yeah, I was trying to do,
weed because I don't buy it.
Dude, I actually found that rail the other day that you just
Two trips in.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That rail that's over by where your place is.
Yeah.
yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
Or we used to be.
Yeah, where it used to be.
Yep,
for
yep.
sure. Yeah. But yeah, this was a time I felt like to stand out, I had to do a bunch of the tricks I knew how to do, but link them with the manual because even in contests at that
This
time,
is crazy.
I was-
Your hands are like touching.
Anytime I'm at that school, I look at the spot like, how did your little arms
With the
know
Tuck
hand
no
movement?
handers
with the
to come
meter,
back,
with the
right?
meter too.
Me and Garrett were just talking about
Yeah,
that.
I liked
It
it.
was
Fun
so
trick.
funny when he was making fun of him, though. And he
He's
made him
so
look so
good at
stupid.
him. He could do him to ice.
He
and
did all the
360.
hard
He
ones,
literally
too.
like did the longest line ever, and then he did this like he tucked out of it like
Because he
Like
could,
it- 'cause
he
it's
could
such
make
a-
fun of it too. You know, he's
it was like
goofy, he could
sickening.
do it.
Like how'd you
why'd
make such a joke out of that?
Yeah,
right
and that
there?
was a thing. That's
That was a
fucking
thing. Like
good, dude.
180 tucks, especially. I've always liked the
I think they're
180
sick.
tuck.
Yeah.
I liked him.
Even,
I
the,
don't know
even
why.
the Nathan style ones.
I know,
thought
I
they looked
loved
cool.
them.
I
Bring
don't
them back.
think
Let's
they
do
don't-
it. Tucks are
I don't
coming
think
back
they-
2024.
That was crazy,
Everyone's
too.
been
Yeah.
talking about it weirdly
And that's
enough.
still crazy. Like
that
Bob-
Josh
Josh Hayes.
Yeah,
Shout out
Josh.
Josh Hayes, man.
Shout out to Josh.
Yeah.
Out in Austria.
Is he?
Yeah.
Damn, Austria.
Austria.
Yeah,
Austria.
He moved there years ago.
But yeah, but I thought he went somewhere else though.
There's so
Another
many
country.
good schools
sure
to
he's in
ride.
Austria.
These are good to watch this.
And then
There's
Sorry
a
if
lot
I'm
of
wrong.
schools no one rides.
I should know that.
anymore.
Watch this.
Because I was just like, damn, there's
Yeah,
So-
Christian spots, man. Christian he's on
is
the
spot
map.
guy.
He
Shout
still
out to
got him.
Christian.
Shoot, go film with him. He still got spots for you. Yeah, that was a good time. I just remember that, just eating burritos and hanging out with Christian all day. That was the dopest times, man.
I remember you came and hung with
That
us
was
like
the
when
dopest.
Nigel and Garrett were in town, and
Oh, yeah.
Losi was literally like, "Is he showing off?" And I was like, "Nope." And then he literally said like,
No,
"I think we might have to
Oh,
add
I
some
like
like
just-
pro team."
I like that photo. That was a
I
good photo
love
that we shot photo. Yeah.
I love that photo.
This is when you started turning pro.
but that's
it was
when I got like, because
Fuck
I would be
yeah.
just excited to ride with you guys too. So it wasn't.
Damn, he was doing a kickflip in the background. That's funny.
No, I'd just be so hyped to ride.
That was such a good temporary spot, that car dealership.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. It's like PB area or something.
That's
That
crazy
spot's
barred
cool.
up to that too.
I know.
Yeah.
Once he started
I knew
barring
you
that
whipped
high,
it,
was
but I
like,
didn't.
what
I
the
forgot you
hell?
barred up into there.
See, I didn't know what was special about things. I was just going
You're
crazy.
just doing
I
your
was just
thing.
trying to do. I want clips with Christian. Like I loved getting clips. Like you said, I would just get clips all day with him. Because back then it wasn't like one thing special. I just want to get out all day with you and film.
Was it it was a Mercedes or a Lexus?
That was a Mercedes. That was my
Yeah.
dad's. That was kind of spokes. Yeah. I was whipping my dad's car for sure. Going over there to meet up with Christian to get in the white truck.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's pretty much the
And this is all the area you grew up in, like the Serra Mesa area
Sierra
and stuff,
Santa,
right? Yeah.
all that. Yep.
Because you would always be on the, like, I remember seeing clips of you at that, at Serra Mesa,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is. And I'm like, nobody knows about those fucking schools, you know?
Yeah.
Like, those are like deep San Diego
That's
schools.
where I was at. I used to train on that hill right there with my dad, which is so weird. I was getting clips like that driveway. He used to have me do sprints down it like
Oh, really?
I was getting
Oh,
gate
wow.
starts. Yeah. So when I went to that school to film with Christian, I was like, it's hella weird. I remember training with my dad here, like for racing.
That's so cool.
Like bike's been a part of my life, forever.
God, that's,
Dude, me
that
too.
school is
It's-
so
That
good.
school was So
That's the we got kicked out via helicopter.
you did?
Yeah. That was like when it first, like, I don't know who found it, if it was us or whatever, but it was such a rich area. Literally, helicopter, loudspeaker, please exit the school.
Way. That was my first nose bar right there.
Really?
Long one.
Really?
That's why I went that's why I said, yeah.
I remember
Because I don't never express I do, but like physically in a clip, it's like, it feels like I did like a fist pump or something. So I'm like, yeah, because I ain't never locked in like that and then did that. So I was like, oh my God, it works. Like it works how I thought it could do it. Like, no way.
Yeah, you could see
Because at the time, you know, I couldn't believe it. And Christian had the key to some schools too that were crazy. So it was like, we were able to unlock different stuff that.
So much of this is still just crazy.
I don't know.
Scared to do any of this.
Let's watch his Market Zero part too, because that one was like,
that's my favorite one. But this one was really good.
That year was crazy. I think you, Rob,
the
and me
Orchard
all got
better not
nominated.
send me some fucking copyright shit for this right now. You need to email somebody.
Ooh, we're good.
I always get the Orchard always. It's like the licensing company always fucking hits me if I do anything. I stopped and I was like, "Fuck this! I'm over Dennis's part."
Yeah,
you did stop it. You said, "What the?"
This part is so crazy in this too.
Refresh me. Where
His video is insane.
it's so long.
What's the most rewinded thing? Ronnie 720, I bet you.
No way.
I bet
Most
you.
replayed. It just said it right there.
Ronnie 720.
Yeah.
Got replayed the most. Ronnie, everyone went crazy, dude. This was the funnest shit ever. Make a video with your friends, because no matter what, the best memories will come from it. This year and a half was one of my favorite years and a half of my life.
And I realize it too, because like things change in life where it's like, I thought when I'm doing stuff like that it'd be forever, but that's like a time, you know?
Yeah.
That's when we all
You have to do it with your friends.
Yeah.
Like that was just like, let's
now
do
we
it.
all have different lives. We can't.
It'd be so much harder to do something like that.
You still could. You just have to.
But I mean, with this special,
There is a time and a place.
Dude, you guys had a big crew.
Yeah, we did.
And then we got an RV and we never stopped. It was like a year and a half road trip. It just never ever stopped.
I don't know where that was it. It was somewhere in there.
Whoa.
It wasn't the 7,
No,
it was
there's
the 7.
spikes too, though.
Yeah, there's other spikes, but not that it wasn't the 7.
Ooh, what's that? Rob, most replay.
Oh, the fucking.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, another.
That's the most badass dude I know.
This was Rob's last real part, Ronnie's last real part, Jeff's last real part,
So wild.
Christian's last real
No
part,
way.
Connor's last real part.
No, Christian had a united part.
Yeah, yes.
Stop
Yes,
it.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Christian.
But Connor's?
Connor probably.
He had some kink stuff, but
not a part. Not like this.
Pretty crazy.
Yes.
Market ruined a lot of people. No, I think everyone was just like, that was the funnest shit ever. Look at that.
Yeah.
When he did that, we had to keep it secret, and it was so hard.
I
Like, dude,
remember.
Rob fucking 180 to another rail.
Yeah.
That was the most.
This is so
And that's
fucked
why I
up,
be
dude.
tripping
I
on
love
what you did,
Rob. This
Colin.
was,
Because you rail to rail shit is stupid.
Rob is so crazy. Has anyone over iced this?
Were you guys there for that?
No,
I was.
Some things I was here for Rob.
Dude, look
They
how
went
good
on
he
their
did
own
that
missions,
too.
dude. That was a real video part.
Every single thing.
Everyone, I was there.
Stands up. There's nothing old.
Stand up. Yeah, no, Rob, this part won't ever get old. It's all balls to the wall.
Yes.
Everything is,
Can we watch that again? Look at Chad. Dude, that was at like 3 a.m. That was so late. That
It
day,
was so late.
that shit was
I couldn't believe it. Look at Connor. He's in his snow jackets. And your dad. It was cold, Albuquerque.
I only do bangers. Is that was a Rob quote, right?
It was something like, I only want to film bangers.
Look at the
that.
whole
But that's what all he wants to do is film
Yeah.
bangers.
Yeah.
Dude, I was 12 friends and everyone made a living riding
That's
bikes.
badass,
We just
dude.
didn't stop.
Oh
No.
my gosh. What is that?
That was just fun shit that Rob probably wasn't going to film. But Christian had to be like, dude,
You have to film that.
this was so cool, dude.
That wasn't easy, I don't think either.
Hell
I think
no.
he had to
Yeah.
really.
That clip was.
Because
Over ice upper rail.
she's got a beast in Boston
Yeah,
too.
it's gonna be cool because hopefully kids that haven't seen this watch this now because I feel like people.
This is already a generation ago.
Yeah.
It is. That's crazy.
And like kids don't ride this
That shit ain't
crazy.
even crazy.
Lewis told me the two
Yeah,
videos he
I'm
grew up
part
on
of
were Market Zero and Deadline.
Yes.
I tripped out. I want to check with him, and that's what he said his videos were like.
Yes.
Mine were like Wide Awake Nightmare.
That's hard.
And I was like, you're lying. And he's like, no, those were my first videos that I just.
I mean, you guys connected with the whole generation with Market
That
and
is
Deadline,
so
and it was like you guys were like
Let's do it again,
There was like there was a whole bunch of overlap there, but there was also the kids that aligned themselves with Deadline. And the
That
kids
is
aligned
so
themselves with Market.
insane.
But there was a whole the 80%, 90% overlap of people.
Yeah, you're right. Everything is
and it seemed like at the time Deadline came out, so there was such a big gap. But when you look back, they were like a year apart.
Yeah, the kids still have market seats, bro. I can't even believe it. They're still in the flesh out there.
Yeah.
At OB, I seen it the other day. Market seats still exist. They rep it. Like, Market is a... I
just got a bunch of Market gloves made.
That clip too.
We're going to have to plug those. Yeah, you're going to rock gloves. That's the thing. For the
yes.
You know Malcolm from Minden?
Oh, yeah.
He's trying to do, like,
Tyler was telling me.
Yeah, he's trying to do like more like kind of collab a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah. Let me know. Okay, see, I was brushing the boys off when they crashed and whatnot.
Don't you have second to last part?
Me?
Look at Connor.
Oh man, he was trying his hardest.
The nose manual at the end.
Look at Christian's face changing. When I got to the end of the ledge, his face just like, face. Like, oh, he did it. I wanted to go there for that too. That was the one thing. If I'm in Barcelona, bro, I have to try this. Because I remember Aiken at Manual did like, that's where you gotta go.
Very beginning.
Look at this shit. Days. I was there for that.
That's the racing days.
I was there.
Where is it?
Hell no, that's Ontario. World Cup, the biggest race of the year, pretty much.
Yeah, for us, for ABA stuff, pretty much was all.
I rode Ontario once, I'm pretty sure.
You did?
Sick track.
Yeah, I flew out when I was on Pro Concept.
Chris Fox
that was a Pro Concept track.
Yeah.
Pro Concept. I have no idea. I've never heard that. I don't know anything about racing.
We were all having so much fun at this track, and I was like, Check, I'm fucking riding with us. He's like, dude, track's giving me bad memories.
Yeah, like I didn't even want to go over.
We were all having so much fun, and he was just like, no, like, he got so burnt out on racing, he didn't want to ride it.
I didn't even want to go over there.
He's like, what we're doing is fun. This is not what
you guys were like hitting the pro section and stuff. I was like, for sure, I don't even want to hear about.
You want the manual 180? Like,
yeah, I was like out front trying to get clips still. Yeah, good times. Joey was there on this trip.
I sent Joey and Brandon out, 2 photographers. I wanted lifestyle and action, and I like designated one for each. And it was like when I had so many photos from that trip.
Is that's the Barcelona? No, there was a Barcelona trip that I was supposed to go on that
It might have been that one.
That one was so cool. I felt like I was like moved out there.
I was like, all right, ride BMX, lifestyle, action.
It's crazy how many of these spots are still there.
Yeah, honestly. That puppy still sits there.
That puppy's just sitting there.
I know it is.
There's so many good spots. Yeah, that was Utah. You got that clip on.
Yeah, that's like the first truck I ever had. Right,
I was like, "What'd you guys get?" And they were like, "Well, I was literally at practice.
Yeah.
You guys came back with that."
I was like, "I'm out here getting some clips."
That's so cool.
You know.
Did you guys do that a lot because of the detour stuff?
We piggybacked the fuck out of so
yeah, we did.
Much shit, man.
That shit was cool.
Who has the clip over the pig in Salt Lake? Is that's Garrett?
That was me.
Oh, yeah. So they literally piggyback.
That was probably right after finals.
Yeah.
No, I paid for that trip was all paid for from Dew Tour. We were on the trip, and I was like, "Fuck yes, this pays for the trip."
Yeah. Look at Joey laying in every clip. I was just saying that. You look at every. Oh, he's not in this. Oh, he is in the bag.
Oh, that clip.
Ooh, I got a scar on my booty cheek from this one. It's straight from the tire.
I got it right there.
Dude, I still have a dark mark on my booty cheek.
Jonas went to jail this night.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe that.
The cops came and he was peeing right next to the front door. It was
like the middle of the
and they were like Arizona cops.
1 in the morning.
1 in the morning, but the Arizona cops were like, "They were
so mad.
No, you dumbass. You peed on the school. You're going to neighborhood jail."
It was like 1 in the morning. Come on.
But why was he peeing on the front door? That was the beginning of Jonas. He had no street smarts.
Yeah, that's what it is. The streets, like, bro, you can't
he was
pee
doing
right there.
funny stuff.
You could pee, though, but why right there?
Smartest guy ever, but silliest guy.
Yeah, he is smartest dude ever. But he didn't pee in the right spot.
That was crazy.
That silver frame, you ran that for a while.
I missed that. I missed the colors like that. They were like, the golds.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring that back. Some gold.
I always like the gold.
Yeah.
Oh, that clip.
No.
Well, a lot of that time too, like that was. I think we were at X Games Barcelona.
Oh,
that's still. Has that been done?
I've never seen that one done.
I've never seen that.
Dude,
I remember you were scared to go to Free Coaster because you're like,
I know, because I'm using it a lot. I can't even believe it. Yeah, I don't know. That's still my biggest bar pack.
That clip. I couldn't believe that was like,
you shot that. I want that photo, Fudge. Come on,
it's out
man.
there. It ran in the mag.
I know.
I don't think I had time. Did I like white hair?
I have that.
Watch
photo.
this hop whip across the whole parking lot.
Dude.
That was juice.
That's good.
I was hella hype. But at that time too,
He was old enough to be in a club for sure.
Push my everything.
That's not America.
I remember being at the premiere for this video and just being like, this
Was
is
it
awesome.
Toast?
No, it was Texas Toast, but it was also something else that was going on there.
We
Was
did
it? No, we
Shakespeare's was the big first
It was
premiere.
Shakespeare's.
In Austin, right?
Yeah. At a Texas Toast, and
Texas
then we
Toast, that's
premiered
what it was.
everywhere.
Yeah. And then it gets into the real heavy.
Yeah, this
It was like a whole part before it even starts.
You guys had to clear all this music, huh?
Oh yeah. And I was like, if you do, that would be so hard. These are all my favorite.
Chad was the one I splurged on.
Yeah, I was like, these are all my
You
favorite
really wanted
artists,
this? No way,
bro.
let's do it.
Come
How much
on.
does this song cost?
Don't remember.
Yeah.
But just the most.
Not 5 figures.
Yeah.
Not 5 figures, right?
All these
No,
rappers in this song, it's crazy.
No, and it really wasn't as much as like the other stuff. So I was like, we'll splurge that because I told everyone like it has to be like some sort of like
That
indie
clip
or,
is so
like,
cool.
It can't be famous like this. But this one, I was like we're gonna
that's
give it
just
to
such a good
Chad
use.
Yeah.
because it wasn't really
Thanks.
what I thought.
I think someone had hopped onto that before though, like Hoda or somebody.
And we got all this music forever too. It was before the like
Yeah.
6 years or whatever. It was like
Well, that was always the problem. That was always the problem with the ride videos, where it was like they paid, I mean, there was songs that they paid $10,000 for easy,
Wow.
and it's like back in the day, shit, but it wasn't cleared for internet,
That's crazy.
That was one of the
You
first
know,
clips we
like,
got for this.
and it's like
It's crazy.
It was
you
in the
even saw
second,
that.
And so we
it was
could
in the
never put them
second,
online.
like part
that's
of
crazy. That sucks
because I was like,
because you never would have thought of that problem before.
yeah,
because
it wasn't an
a thing.
issue. Yeah,
That was so crazy. That was one of your like beginning of
I
video
know.
clips, and I was like, "This fucking guy."
I was like figuring out some like, whoa, why can I like just balance to the end of this? It
Yeah,
was
on a
tripping
skinny
me out.
ledge.
I don't know, it was tripping me out. But I still wanted to do big stuff because I was with you guys. So I was like, whenever I get the chance, I want to jump off something too. Like, I don't know, I still wanted to do
I think
that.
somebody just wanted the 180 down with the Fashion Valley gap. I was like, Chad did that shit when he was like 16. They're like, oh. Yeah, I was like, that has been done.
That's funny.
Love that clip.
That was hella hard for me too.
It's a hard clip.
It's hard to ride at night anyway.
We'd stay up so fucking late.
Yeah.
This clip too. Whoa, so controlled.
Yeah, look at Colin. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I was just. This was at the track that day, and I was like, I don't want to be on the track. I want to get clips. So I was like, out here doing
I
this.
love that clip too.
I was like, I don't know. What are you guys doing? Riding the pro section? This
This was in Chicago after the bakery contest.
You know,
That was
I was
awesome.
like, hell yeah, I
that
gotta
was so
stay
cool.
out
You
there.
got to do that whole thing.
that shit was huge too, bro. What the heck?
That was
Yeah,
one of my
Chad
favorites.
Kerley Invitational.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Hey, we gotta do
I
another.
love this clip too.
Kerley
It's up in
Street.
the bay.
Yeah, this spot is
Look at Joey, arms up,
crazy, dude. Truck.
Joey's always looked like he's had a crop top.
belly
Just
out.
because he always has the camera above his head.
Hey.
Oh man.
Oh, I always wanted to get a trick on that spot just because of what it is, you know.
Yeah.
But like, at the time, that was what I was on. That was the biggest, hardest thing I could do was nose 188.
That's
I can't believe,
insane.
bro, I've been to that school and I can't believe I
can't
did
believe that either.
I can't bar ice that, and I can't
This
nose
is
that no
crazy,
more.
too.
There's no way I can nose
That thing's hard to bunny hop
I
up.
can't
That
nose
is
it.
so high.
I literally, every time I go there, I trip. Like, what was I trying to prove,
I think
bro?
Seth Kimbrough manualed it when we were younger, and we freaked out.
Yeah, I can't believe you know did that.
That was crazy too.
That
That
was-
180.
That was like
That
the
was
fastest
scary.
180 right
I know, that was
That
scary.
looked like a hard 180 too, like the way
A little
like,
over.
When you're filming with a crew like this, though,
Yeah.
constantly, it's like you did something
Twist
crazy.
bar,
I want to
yeah.
do something
Yeah, that's what I'm
crazy. That's
saying.
all day was
Yeah,
just
exactly.
I just want to
crazy.
do big shit with you guys.
All day.
That
I
was
was
I mean,
hard.
that goes back to what you're saying.
is-
Dude, this night there was like 8 bangers. 8 bangers.
Yeah.
That shit went crazy.
That what you were saying.
That's
That's when you're out with your friends. It's
So
like you all
good.
feed off each other, and you guys are all gonna do
Yeah.
the same. All do your hardest shit, and it's
Yeah.
all gonna like you guys are gonna fucking produce memories that are forever.
For
you
sure.
know? Even if it doesn't, the video doesn't fucking get views or whatever. Fucking,
Oh, that
it's
clip
like
is
you guys,
crazy.
you know.
That clip. Did you want to do the fakey nose out? Or did
Yeah.
that- oh
yeah.
my
But
god.
I was just getting so frustrated. That was the most I had ever like put into a video part at the time. Like Connor couldn't believe it when I freaked out. He was like, laugh, like, because I was like really giving
that
it
was
my
the
all.
last day of like a 10-day trip.
Yeah, and
Jonas
we're gonna
took
drive
over.
home.
This
from
clip.
far.
Oh, this broke
Yeah, we
everything.
did. In the worst drive.
I remember
that. Quit that night. We
I
left
know.
that night.
And
Dude.
I know that was like I had to get this clip. We're leaving. Like I remember that feeling.
That's so funny.
And when you're somewhere and you're not going to be there for long,
This spot never looks as big as it really is. Anybody I've brought there goes, this spot's
I've heard that. I've never been there,
That's
but everyone
fine.
said it.
It's terrible.
It's not worth doing something at because it
No.
doesn't look big in footage.
Mm-mm.
I've come to that realization.
Yeah, that shit was scary.
Yes.
And this was like,
Yes.
I couldn't believe it. It worked. When I got to the flat piece right here, I was like, it's working.
I can't
It was that
believe it.
flat piece where I was like, I can't believe I'm getting down there right now. Because I ain't gone that fast on the nose at the time. Like, I would be creeping, you know, I could do long ones, but when I was going fast, look, Christian got the O face at the end because I made it. And I was like, yeah. I was like, yes, dude, no way. That's such a special moment in my whole life. Like that, I don't know, like that'll hold forever in my heart. This whole part, but for sure this clip. Because everything me and Christian did up to this point too, like he helped me get to who I was then. So it's like, man, like, and it felt like I completed my part too when I did it. Like it felt like a completion.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you guys.
You
like,
know, yeah.
I know it now. Like,
Would you put that as like clip 1? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's sick.
That's
Should we watch
yeah, that's a moment.
Colin's deadline part and then say,
Yeah.
No, we should watch one of Dennis's part. We already watched one of my parts. We watched one of Chad's parts. We got
Dennis
one more.
don't
No, we watched. This is our podcast. We talk about me and
we
Fudger
can
too
talk
much.
about
There's too
all
much
the time.
information
Yeah.
of us.
Put it on deadline.
Why don't you want to watch my doorstep part?
That's what we should watch.
Yeah, what the fuck, Colin?
Yeah, man.
What the hell? There's two of us here.
Sorry.
You know what?
No, Dennis.
I have a good vlogger, Fudger.
That's cool.
Oh man.
Yeah, I got
Oh man.
super good double bag.
Kills.
Yeah.
How come they only chose
Yeah.
our 3 names for the title? There's only Mike, Jonas, us. That's kind of random. They just
Because Jonas hacked.
You going to bed, bud?
No, just be quiet.
Oh,
sorry,
sir. Sorry,
just
sir.
be quiet.
Jonas hacked it and he gave himself the thumbnail.
Right.
That's what he does. He knows how to get in there.
What a
He's a
genius.
beast. What a genius.
It might die.
He's coming to town too on New Year's. It'd be fun for everyone to hear Mike Jonas's story. It's kind of like a Michael story.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Woo, it's
You gotta run that.
more like modern crypto crazy.
Yeah.
I would love to hear more fact. Well,
Did he lose it? Did he lose it all? Did he make it all and lose it all?
Mm-hmm.
You have to wait for the story. I think we should have him come in. He would love to do it.
Yep.
Maybe.
I
I
would
don't
love to
know.
hear it.
It's crazy.
And you can just being able to play all Jonas's clips on the show and have him talk about them because Jonas is
Dude,
some
the
crazy
fucking
stuff.
nose manual over tags.
Yeah. He changed the
I
game for the
didn't
back.
know it was fucking
Arms,
possible.
ices.
Yeah, he did some crazy.
The nollie stuff he did.
He's a good one.
He doesn't even do. He doesn't
Well,
do.
if Colin doesn't want to watch this part, let's do a celebration of Mike Jonas.
Yeah, let's
part.
do a Jonas.
The
part.
part's right here.
Yeah, let's just do it. Yeah, why not just watch Jonas?
This is his part.
I've never been so
This
scared.
is his
watching
part.
anybody ride.
Jonas.
No. Market zero. That's Rob. That's Rob.
His
That's him.
nollies, he scared me.
Dude. Oh my god.
You
Blowing up the
scared
floor.
me.
Watch Dennis's bar first, and then
Yeah, Dennis's part.
Those are all apartments now.
There we go.
They are.
What's that bar?
That was supposed to be the first clip.
I like that.
I broke my femur. I broke my wrist. I broke my
All this shit
collarbone.
happened.
Nothing.
You weren't even on certain trips.
Oh,
it was
half
crazy.
of this shit I was dead for.
I was like, dude, what the hell? This is your video. Where you at?
Yeah, it didn't plan out the way I wanted it to in my part,
But the whole video
itself was
did.
worth it.
You produced it though.
Yeah.
You helped.
I mean,
Look at Chris.
it's crazy you got so hurt doing such chill shit.
It wasn't though. Like, literally, I went on a Nike. It wasn't filming for this video. It was all stupid shit.
Yeah.
I went on a Nike trip right after that bar swing, and my frame snapped.
Oh, fuck.
yeah.
Like before, when Haro isn't as good as it was now, and they
So
didn't
gnarly.
have my frames heat treated. Now everything
Holy
is
shit,
fucking.
that
I
was-
was like, we got to make
I
everything
almost killed you
wrong.
with that one.
Yeah, and that was the beginning to a bunch of injuries. Not from this video though.
I said, get his ass, Mark. Come on, Mark. Oh, Losi, you were right there. What a night.
shout out to Losi.
We stayed
Talk to him on the phone today.
Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah,
Losi,
Losi.
man. I love you,
Come
man.
to the podcast. Tell us
He's got
all
a broken
your,
foot right there.
all your darkest secrets.
Jonas was not going to have a part in this video. We didn't even know him really.
Yeah, I was like,
Joey
where's
Thompson was like,
Jonas?
can we bring this guy?
Yeah, I was like, what are you guys talking about?
Sure.
And you start doing shit. I'm like, yo, he is
Ended up
crazy.
becoming one of our best friends.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I think when it happens organic like
Yeah.
that's the best.
Yeah. I love Jonas.
Yeah, he's because he's such a cool. He's such a, like I don't have any other friends like Jonas.
He's a character for sure.
He was
like,
surprised.
And you hang out with him, you don't think that he would ride crazy. Like he's such a like nice.
He's crazy.
So sick.
Yeah, he's
That,
just.
I couldn't believe he did that.
Yeah.
See me in the street. I couldn't
Still, no
believe
one's
it.
doing that.
Because he did a nollie nose, and I'm into the nose manual stuff. So Jonas
That-
was like blowing
that
out
is-
mine.
Was that with no brakes too? Yeah, yeah. The foot
and it was
tire.
like on top.
And that go ride,
horrible.
go.
Oh, you can't ride that
Come to
spot.
San
You
Diego
can't ride that.
and double peg that.
Yeah, you ain't riding that.
This is this
That's
is
why
so
it's so
memorable
hard.
right here. Watch this one, yo. And that rail's sketchy.
It's so big too. It's actually a legit
It's got a gnarly
square rail.
Look at this, dude.
Oh, that's the first time I ever seen him do it.
Yeah,
I was
that
like,
was
what is this guy?
We're like, Jonas, you'll just
This guy is
for the
scary.
credits or something, dude. And he's like, okay.
They get clipped for the credits.
Because we didn't know him. And I was like,
Not
this
even
is
the
like
friends section,
what?
though. Credits.
Yeah, we said bonus. We'll give you a
Oh,
bonus.
Jonas
section.
bonus.
We're going to give him
The
a
Jonas bonus.
You had to find it in the credits or something.
And
It's
he
like,
made a
oh,
I forgot who did that. And then he made a whole part.
so
in the
scared.
ice. Come
I
on.
forgot about all this.
Come on, now that's Jonas.
yeah.
Holy
Yeah,
shit!
respect
I haven't watched Spartan so
It's
long.
crazier the
It's
longer it's
insane.
been. It's gotten crazier. I feel like.
I know.
didn't
Because
appreciate
no one
it.
does any of it.
No. This is.
I'm literally stuck on the cross-footed drop.
That was the first clip. That was
That was the first clip.
The
bro.
nose.
Ben Wallace was on that trip too.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, Ben was kind of
random,
filming
man.
Wallace too.
Love Wallace, man. This high speed, scaring the hell out of everybody. Again, Jonas. I'm like, oh, what is he? He said he wants to 3 off the ledge, and he was just Mach 10 right here, and I was like, yeah.
Did perfect.
Like
too.
he wanted to, like you said 3 off the ledge, and you went the whole wall.
Nobody was on the
gnawing
kink
like
rails
that.
like
Nope,
that.
like
Super
that.
slow
Not
and
the kink
controlled.
This scared the shit out of me.
Oh my god.
Everybody would be so scared watching this fool get a clip.
He was
he
so
went-
hyped. He slammed
Nobody
the mic.
knew it.
We're like,
Nobody knew
are
what he
you
was capable
serious?
of.
Like,
Yeah.
okay.
He came out of nowhere.
That's
Joey
it.
Cobbs invited him on
Yes,
a trip,
Jonas.
and he went on every trip.
And that was that.
We're
Is
like,
that
And
Pike
he's-
Ditch?
Yeah, right next to it.
You think of
My
Market,
friend,
you
like,
think
we
of
joked
Jonas,
about
so
doing that.
like it's just
Yeah.
he's a
Yeah.
part of this shit for sure. Look at him in that tee. That's when I really remember him on. He was really on at this point. Jonas was going crazy with the. I love
You
Jonas
love it.
so
You're in the
much.
background.
Yeah,
Look at
Exactly.
I can't believe it.
The best thing ever happens after
He doesn't-
watch this. I can't ride. He fell over.
Hold on.
Hold on,
I
run
wanna-
that nollie back
Yeah,
because
dude.
the nollie isn't normal. He does like a steep nose.
He
like
does, he does the nose manual
Yeah.
to like almost tip over.
We used to test
pull,
him.
pull up.
How many
He set the
skateboards?
skateboards up. You know
What
what I'm
has he
saying?
done?
He
Like
taught
4 or
Nathan how to
5.
nollie. Is
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
The only
That was
he
his
taught
thing.
Nollie God how to nollie.
Yeah.
He, like,
Yeah, dude.
He did it.
like, I'll leave
You
my
watch his
career,
part,
but I'm
it
going to
makes
give you my
sense.
nollie.
I do my
After this-
golden ticket.
Yeah.
There's a real
We should
nose
watch-
manual.
I did a nollie how-to with Jonas.
Yeah.
It should be on
You did?
on the internet for Rush because he
Just
just
link
so
it.
different.
If it's on
You
there.
got all those archives now.
Look how he does it.
Dude.
He gets
Yeah.
ape.
Ah.
Sorry
Jonas.
for the sound here, but we're
You're the
gonna. I want
best.
to see the nollie over the school down
we
the
gotta
road.
see that.
I think they should hold the next games there.
That'd be sick too.
That would be a good one.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one.
look at you.
I wish I had something
Johnny
to throw.
Ice. Johnny
Johnny
Ice.
Ice is little, man.
He was a
Yeah.
baby hanging out
Yeah.
with us.
He lands so far down to the bank.
Look how
too.
steep he gets.
He kind of just goes.
Ooh, a full nose man. He
Oh,
into
he
the,
pops it though. He
into
does
the
roll
rail.
it up.
He damn near went to
He did it perfect.
Yeah,
Couldn't really ask for.
you're the best, Jonas. What?
That was Boyski from England.
Oh yeah, Boise.
Boyski.
He was sick. Oh my god! And how
Scary.
high he got from it is crazy.
You're the man,
Oh yeah,
Jonas.
that wasn't shit.
Like, yeah.
That wasn't shit. But
Let's see how he falls.
I'm gonna turn it.
Falls
It
off.
looks like he's going straight.
No, it's
I
the
just-
sand.
I'm sorry.
Anybody that knows how to ride knows. Jonas, what?
He didn't really hold.
I think he
The
blacked out.
slow mo was better though. I'm so glad we watched that.
Me too.
Can we watch it again?
As you can see it coming.
We're trying to make excuses why he fell.
He's like-
God, dude, he fell over.
He just doesn't even put his foot down. He doesn't
You
even
can see
try.
it coming. Like
He doesn't even lift the foot off the pedal. It stays on the whole way down. Watch. Keeps it on. Keeps it on. Keeps it on. Keeps it on. There he lifts it. He's already on the ground.
I'm dying. I'm crying.
I'm sweating and crying now.
That's what I'm feeling too. My God.
Open a window now.
I'm dying, Jonas. I can't, Jonas. I can't, Jonas.
It's the best times.
I gotta take my hoodie off now.
That was the sickest thing ever.
It was like you see it coming the whole time. Oh my God.
Holy shit.
Dude, he's so funny.
We replayed the fall.
Shout out to the slow-mo feature on YouTube for giving us that goal.
Yeah, that it was so different in slow-mo. Like we've seen that video how many times, but in slow-mo that hit different.
Because you try and give it excuses. Like,
Yeah.
I he hit some sand or something.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought he hit sand, dude. I literally thought he hit sand.
This clip. Oh my god.
No one had.
And nobody knows how big this rail is in real life.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it's scary.
He like, oh my
It's
gosh,
scary
he like
big.
touched the tire first. Oh my God. And Bill was there. Yeah, I remember that.
I gave him a hug.
Remember that? Oh yeah.
Where am I in the photo? What? I must have shot it from the bottom. Huh?
See, I was like, Jonas, you're
Fish eye.
crazy. What the hell?
Then Jeff.
Gosh, what a great time.
Holy
What a
shit.
great
First
time.
time I ever cried on the podcast.
I know, legitimately cried, sweating.
Tears of joy.
Yeah.
Had to throw the hoodie off.
All right.
Hell yeah. Well, Colin, welcome to Haro, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be
How we
awesome.
turned
I know.
into Mike Jonas.
I'm so glad.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, hell yeah, man. Stoked for the
Cheers.
future, dude. I'm so happy you're on Haro.
Congrats.
And shout out to Fiend.
Yeah,
Love
yeah,
Care,
shout
love
out
his
to
company.
them.
It's not a steal. It's just
Yeah.
something that you wanted to do. And
No, and I wish them all the success,
Yep.
longevity, and success for that brand. You know, I hope it stays around. It's
It
such
will.
a sick company.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely will. I heard they're doing great. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah,
Aaron and I, when
Yeah.
he did the last news thing, we talked
Yeah,
a
yeah.
bunch. So
It sounds good. It sounds good.
So,
Can't wait to see what they drop next.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be fire.
but yeah, we're all friends.
oh no, the thing is not recording. What happened?
Oh.
You're lying.
No, not. I don't know when it stopped.
Uh-oh.
You're lying.
We're gonna be on this one, but I don't know what the fuck happened.
You're
What's up,
lying. We
recording?
didn't record
Some of the best natural laughs ever.
it. Ever
Oh,
crying. Fudge. Don't.
I haven't done that in a long time.
Don't try that with us now. That was
So
a
should
great
we,
time.
No, I mean,
No, he
it'll have to
hit
be
it.
that, but I should just put hot mics on
It
those.
hasn't happened in a long time.
You did hit it
Don't
though.
worry about it.
No,
Oh, you don't think you recorded anything?
No.
No,
it
so I
did.
said it was on.
Yeah.
Are we done now? Or are we still recording? What are we doing?
Well,
Shout
let's
it out.
see.
Let's
Let's see what we got here
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
Let's see what length we got here. Oh, not that.
Oh, what's up? Joy Division.
That was a good outro, so if we got that.
Gosh, I fucking was.
Hour and 7, so we're not bad.
Perfect.
Because I think,
Oh, it stopped recording at an hour and 7?
yeah, it's an hour and 7 long, so I don't think we're
That was
bad.
like 20 minutes ago at least.
You think so?
Yeah.
No. Well,
Let's
it
see.
is what it is. They stick around. They stick
But
around.
you have that though? And what happened?
Yeah, I had that audio.
So what's gone?
I mean,
A different angle?
no, just the
Audio.
audio from that. Like, but it's it's not the end of the world. But
Let's see where it stopped.
October.
Let's see where it's.
Wait, what do you mean? What's the alternative?
I think I can laugh that hard at Jonas's thing again.
Again?
No, we can't. It's too real.
Is the alternative audio just the mic on the camera? Or is
Yeah, it's just on camera.
That
So.
was-
Yeah.
But I mean, hour and 7's good though.
Oh, yeah.
It'll just have to switch to that audio when it goes
Yeah,
out, which isn't the
I
end of
just
the
wondered how far.
world.
Yeah,
but
good. But should we end an outro or was that it?
we can. Well, I'll hit the button again once it goes back on. So I just
Give me another cheers and hell yeah. So I think we kind of already did it.
Okay, we can just end it then.
Cool.
Well, then I apologize. Well, not that I'm talking in the mic for zero reason.
Yeah, like,
You do a million things, man. So
Yeah,
I don't
you do.
apologize. All we do is come over and hang out. You do all the real work.
It's still gonna be fire.
Yeah,
it's so weird.
I love it. But hell
Because
yeah.
I checked it and it said 5 hours. Like it said it had 5 hours of record time beforehand. So I don't know.
Did that 5 hours?
No.
Hell yeah. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Haro Bikes, for adding Colin to the team. Let's do this. Let's
Thank you,
go to the
Haro.
future, baby.
It's gonna be
2024 with Colin.
Sorry about the audio. Sorry about
It's
the
okay.
audio.
Hey, keep listening if
Yeah.
you, or wait, this is after, so I hope you can listen. 2024, see you guys all year long.
Yeah.
Every week, Gales, Unclicked.
Shit, that's always fun.
Gosh.
It's so crazy when you're like you have
Honestly,
everything. You have
I mean,
everything
that's
fucking
what
figured
I'm
out.
so
You never mess
Like,
anything
I'm
up.
so glad that I ended laughing like that.
oh,
off, dude.
Like your day gets made when you laugh that hard sometimes, I swear.
I like how you redirected it too. Like, let's not watch one of my parts and